water that has animals in it, because what if they're staring at my butt and I don't know?
I mean, that is very likely that they are, but
Well, gators usually just like rest on the bottom and they just kind of watch you. So
yeah,
It's
they
probably you're probably just sensing me, Annie. I'm the one looking at your butt
scandalous.
under there with the snorkel gear.
Not with the snorkel, you're sick.
And then you take like a Polaroid picture, and the picture comes out ruined because
you're an eldritch creature.
No, because
Guys,
you're
my
taking a
son is
Polaroid
on my
picture
screen.
underwater.
Your child. Oh, Rey
My
Mysterio
child.
look like.
no, Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, even better.
I love him. He's so baby boy.
You calling this grown ass man baby boy?
He's literally a baby.
I think about this tweet like all the time, but like every now and then I'll just think about like a grown ass man with this tweet that's just like any boy can be a baby girl, but it takes a grown man to be a single mother.
That's
I'm telling you, Carmelo Hayes is the baby girl entirely.
There he is.
He's probably gonna get a.
What?
Okay,
Sorry, what was that?
You're fine. You're fine. That was a bad joke.
Was
That
that?
was a really bad. No, you're good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Magic and Mysterium for Friday nights. I need help with what exactly we're doing.
Hello,
'Cause,
Internet.
like, we're-
Welcome to Game Theory, the show where we find out
Hey,
what
what's up, you
happened
guys?
last episode.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button.
I'm gonna end the stream now. Yeah, I need a little bit of help exactly where we left off last time. I believe
There's
we
a
had
storm.
entered, right? We
Winter is
entered
coming.
into. There was a storm.
Yes.
Did we leave off at that, or did we get anywhere?
The storm
Right
was
up-
on the horizon,
Yeah.
and that was where we ended.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I feel like that was extra low. Like it was an octave lower than normal.
Are
From
you on a different
Zolo.
computer?
Also, yeah.
Yeah.
You sound crisp as fuck.
I am on my laptop because I am in Boston for PAX. So,
Oh right, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Are you like sick?
huh? No, this is just laptop Zolo mic. And I'm also trying to be a little quiet because there's like 7 people around me.
I think somebody abducted Zolo and is now masquerading as Zolo.
Wait, is there 7 people around you? Like you're in a space with a bunch of people,
No,
or are there
no,
7
no,
people
we're-
around you
we're-
as in hotel room?
We're like in an Airbnb, like on the water. It's actually gorgeous.
Okay.
But
Pictures.
they're
Show the
all
water.
very, very, very sleepy because they were up at 3 a.m. today and we walked 14 miles.
Jesus.
I can imagine
So,
you talked all day too, so that's probably also a contributing factor.
Yeah, I'm the tour guide usually. So yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, last episode, we went and got our favorite person in the world. Little Mist is going to burn down the world if given the chance. The Kellyak, who has decided to help us on our quest of rejuvenating the Death Root. She has put herself in harm's way, knowing that out here she has very little power. Our plan was to get to the death root, use our potion, and maybe have a little bit more help. If you guys can get enough of the death root to come back to life, even just for a minute, the Keliak can step in. But I don't think that the death root's going to go easy. Do you? Nope, probably not. Last we left off, we were moving through the mists of this dark land, and I think we need to pull up some music. The dark arts ambience I sent last time is perfect. 1 second. There we go. You could feel it at first. The bite of a wind. Ice on the air. You felt your extremities, nose, fingertips, your ears. They all began to get chilly out of nowhere. Dove, when she breathed, could see the condensation immediately. Not condensation. I don't know the word for it. She could see her breath in the air. Nearby, who was the one to find it? Wasn't it like Nox who saw it coming?
I think it was Zolo.
Yeah,
It was
Zola?
Ty,
Yeah.
because Ty was hiding
Okay.
in the tree at the time, and then
Nox was a helping out Hero because Hero was like, I'm gonna murder something. And Nox and Dove were both like, hey, don't do that.
yeah, Hero was gonna go into a blood rage.
Yeah, I was on the verge of crashing out.
Why?
Basically, I think how we explained it was like after watching Zola go down, Hero was like, I don't like that, and so kind of entered a rage state at the monster and was just like, if I kill it, it can't harm us again. But it was running away. So while everybody else was like, yeah, we're gonna be merciful, Hero was like, nope, I'm feeling vengeful, and then we averted that.
Yeah, Dove stepped in front, and Hero had a small freak out, and then we're fine. We're coming down from it.
Yeah, we're good.
Almost.
So great.
Well, we had the monster fight.
We did.
Yes.
The only monster that was killed, both monsters ran away, or two out of the three monsters ran away, and the third monster was killed because
Right? Yeah, you guys fucked him up, didn't you?
Yeah.
He got
I recall that
RKO'd.
now.
we
Like,
got RKO'd by
yeah,
Romeo.
I felt like I was missing something, and that it
Yeah.
clicked back into
Ran-
place
yeah,
now.
the RKO.
We can't
Yeah.
forget Romeo with the people. With the
People's elbow.
Romeo's
Missing-
coming for that world title.
Are you missing anything else? Does anyone know anything?
I believe
else?
Romeo was doing assimilate on that thing too.
Yeah.
So
I also nearly died.
Yes,
Yeah.
No, you did die
One
for a
hit.
second.
Yeah, you did die for a second. Like one hit.
God, you were so close.
not really. They were unconscious. Didn't die.
I saw my life flash before my eyes.
So, Ty, as you're like coming down from the battle, everybody's trying to recover, making sure everyone's okay. Nearby, Romeo is like undulating on top of this corpse for a second.
Hun, hey, are you fidgeting with like your dice?
Yes.
We can hear it.
Oh, right. I don't have. 1 second. Let me see if I can get crisp. It wasn't working earlier for some reason, and I don't understand why. But I'll see if it's working now.
Just wanted to let you know.
Check, check. Oh, it does work now.
It's kind of like, no.
What?
Your voice sounds like a million miles away.
That's weird.
Yeah, you sound like you're speaking like 30 feet away from your computer and also in a tunnel.
You know, I'm going to. Well, can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
there's no audio cancellation, so I think I'm gonna like turn off crisp and turn it back on because
I think you're mute. Did you mute yourself?
hello.
Ooh, no, your mic just fuzzed out.
So
Yeah, it's like it's. I mean, to be fair, it's noise canceling, but it's noise canceling your voice.
yeah. All right. Anyway, what was I saying before? Right. Romeo was assimilating that guy, undulating on top of him, and Ty, you began to feel that. Huh? You look around. You see coming out over the horizon line, the sun rising, light streaming into the space, but with it, a wall of frost, wind, and ice growing over the landscape straight toward all of you.
Ty peeks his head from around the tree, like he had been like invisible because like I rolled like a 31. It was crazy. Um, everyone. He just kind of points at the wall approaching, like his mouth hanging slightly open.
Hey, it's I think she turns to the Kellyak. By any means, is that supposed to happen? And are we supposed to survive that?
Seek shelter immediately.
Of course.
She starts moving.
Yeah. I'll follow her. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going.
None of you have any survival training?
Oh, I do.
I
I've got
can
like a
make
backpack.
a camp, kind of.
I got a ladder. I have a canteen. I have a compass. I have a match, like a box of matches. But I also have another ladder, like my backup ladder, which I keep with my first ladder. I have a bag of dog treats just in case. I
Who wants to
have.
make the survival check to see if they can find shelter?
Have a
No,
nice.
I'll try.
I have a +5.
I have a
I also
plus
have a
11
+5.
expertise.
Damn, bitch. Sorry.
Knox?
That was so weird.
Wait,
Like two?
12.
Knox made the survival check 12. All right.
wait.
We are.
Oh, we were
What?
going to discuss it
Oh,
because
sorry.
Dev
Yeah, I thought-
has a +11.
Yeah, I thought
What?
we were all rolling.
Yeah, I have expertise
Sorry.
in survival.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we were
I didn't hear
discussing it.
Sorry. I wouldn't have rolled so quickly if I thought it was like all of us. And
Okay.
You're fine. It's like he said who wanted to make the survival check, so that's where like, oh, only one person. It's not a group survival. So I was like, okay,
gotcha,
let's discuss it.
gotcha. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem.
So, Dove?
There's a chance I fail too. So
Oh shit! Don't say that.
yeah, there's a chance I fail.
Motherfucker.
Hold on, let me get my inspo.
How'd you
I
pull
don't
the
have
same?
inspo. I'm the only one
How'd you
without
roll the
He's
inspo.
same?
taking advantage.
Yeah,
Like, well, that one would be terrible in this circumstance.
please.
Right.
I lead you towards the storm. The closer you guys are to danger, the farther from harm. I promise.
The safest spot.
We have
is
to
any
go
storm.
head first into it.
The safest spot is the eye of the storm. So we just have to
18.
go through the storm until we get there.
Dev, you got this. Take a D for it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
There we
Oh,
go.
well,
Okay.
Okay. 22. 22 is much better than 18. And much better than that one. Thank you. I
Dove,
appreciate
you
it.
remember passing by a large section of rocks. The group starts running off toward you. Kellyak trying to keep up. She's a little slow. And running off that way, like in a minute or two, you're able to see. You're back at that cluster of rocks. You look around and are able to find a little inlet, where it looks like there's a cave.
Oh, this way. This way. I got something.
Everybody, make me an athletics check.
Ugh.
There's going to be a
Ooh.
massive creature
No,
inside this
you're
dark cave, isn't there?
You're trying to kill me. Okay.
24.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
thank God.
oh,
Thank
oh,
God.
good job.
Thank God. Thank God.
Nat 20, Brooke.
Hell yeah.
He was the
Okay.
only
Yay,
one.
me and Brooke got the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. Well, Nox.
Ty and Nox.
Hi. Oh, no.
Oh, Ty, take my advantage. It's like the end
Uh,
of the week.
Knox,
Knox,
you
take
take my
mine.
advantage.
Thank you.
Okay. Here we go. Rolling
Jess, I think this is
Good.
your last advantage, if you're giving it.
Yeah, I can't
I'm
do
actually
this.
sure that's your last advantage.
The 12 is better than a 8.
12 is definitely better. Ty's able to get 17. All right. Everybody rushes toward the edge. One after another. We push in through the mouth of it. You start to see the ice forming around trees, growing large crystalline structures, growing in a matter of seconds, like a avalanche moving your way, moving with the light of the sun. It's a wave that's coming out toward you. The winds hit you first. It makes it difficult to see. Everybody moving into here is pushing as hard as they can. The Kellyak gets in from the back, and nearby, as Nox is running, Nox, your foot gets caught on a root. You hit the ground. You try to scramble back up to your feet, and your foot is caught. Try to pull. You're finally able to pull it out. Other people are looking out at the entryway. Who's here making sure everyone gets in?
I'd probably be with Knox.
Well, Hero, you got a 17. You got in. So you're at the doorway.
Yeah.
So you can see Nox running. Everyone is screaming out as Nox is running as fast as they can, and that wall of ice, you watch it come, and overtake Nox. It completely barricades the side of the door.
Hey. Not
What?
to suggest anything. Because she hasn't said anything. But Brooke got a nat 20.
She did.
Could she have influenced this scene at all if she had used her nat 20?
If she tells me a cool story about it, about what just is about to happen.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
Okay. Him.
Lock in.
Yeah. Okay. I think Ophelia is doing like a head count as everyone kind of ducks into it. And she looks back and kind of tries to squint through the storm to make out anything, and just faintly sees Nox's figure like outlined, and instinctively she goes to cast Cartbearer Tractum, and I think part
Fizzle.
of right fuck.
The spell
Be
would fizzle.
Relatio. You could probably do Relatio to get
Yeah,
Yep,
kind of
but
like a
that's not-
makeshift Carparatractum. Relatio has always been talked about as a lasso, so yeah.
Yeah. That probably
Word. Yeah, she'll cast out Relatio, I think, in the moment with her own, like, it being more raw and primal because she is terrified in this moment. It will come out like a vine shape to grab around Nox and pull them in.
All right. Love it. So you desperate rush out like partially into the storm, just a few feet out of the entrance. As Nox is running out here, they've been able to pull their leg out and everything. Relatio! A purple band shoots out of your wand, wraps around Nox, and as that wall of ice is coming in, you give him a good pull and make a spellcasting ability check for using a spell in an unconventional way.
18.
Yep. You're able to pull Nox forward. Nox, you kind of end up falling sort of prone, but move many feet toward the entrance of the cave. And then the ice overtakes Nox. An arm is pressed into the entrance of the cave. Now, Nox, you're still alive because you are immune to frost damage. Nox is right there.
Yeah, we're
The ice like
pulling.
grows a little bit and then stops, comes to a slow stop.
I think Nox kind of very much has a moment where they're just like they're still because they're very much just kind of like, wait, I'm not like, am I dead? No, I don't. I think it would feel different if I were dead.
You probably closed your eyes at the end there, and you can't open them. So,
yeah, Nox will try and pull themselves the rest of the way.
you can't. You're entirely
Oh.
encased in ice. It's only your
Okay.
arm.
Got
You can feel your arm. You have movement there, but that's
okay,
it.
gotcha.
Nox, please make me a Constitution check.
Gotcha. Now I see.
Mm-hmm.
For a second, I was like,
Now, Philly was able to pull back in. She's safe.
I'm not rolling well tonight. I'm gonna use Inspel on that.
Okay.
I'm going to die here.
No.
Like, I have not been able to roll. I think I've rolled above a 10 once.
Nox, you begin to suffocate. Everybody else,
Can I class Flipendo? Because I'm assuming you'd have to
It's
break
not.
it.
It's not. It's a charm.
No, wait. Flipendo's a charm. I thought it was a curse.
no, Flipendo's definitely a curse.
Is it?
Yeah, it's safe.
Am I alive?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! I'm
Flipendo,
thinking of
Hero casts Flipendo. Flipendo, thud. It just hits the fucking wall of ice. Nothing. Flipendo has always been like kind of like a uppercut gust of wind.
Oh, I just saw it was like a.
It's not enough to impact ice.
Damn it!
Well, we're not of a high enough level to have learned Confringo.
I know.
We have absolutely nothing.
No.
Move. The Kaliak is moving up.
Would a radiant eczema have some sort of heat to it, considering it's radiant damage?
It's only affects spiders.
Okay, I'm trying.
I know.
We have so precious little. There's not even like
What
a
if-
dark arts or a JHC person in our
Oh,
party. Like,
What
this
if
is-
someone applies careful spell to Bombarda? Would that be able to be done at all?
But isn't Nox the one who has careful spell? No.
I do have.
Oh no,
Cold
sorry.
Shot.
You have Chald Shot. That's what I'm thinking of. Careful spell.
Oh.
Careful spell. Bombarda. Absolutely.
I don't
100%.
Would
Yeah,
cold
if,
shot work here? If you have
I
your
mean,
arm free,
Nox has an arm. That doesn't mean they have a wand.
you can borrow my wand.
Yeah, I feel like Nox Like you just see their hand make sort of grabby motions.
Ophelia will put her wand in his hand. Or their hand, sorry.
Are you gonna have to like do like a reverse grip and
I
like
was
try to
thinking-
form the? You have to do a reverse grip because you have to point it towards yourself.
You have to basically point the gun at your own head.
Yeah.
Nox does like it, yeah, like the whole finger.
Do you
twirl
have
thing.
subtle spell, Nox?
Oh fuck me.
I
Careful
do.
spell.
Oh thank God.
I do have subtle
Oh,
spell.
so yeah, because it's not.
I also have.
Oh yeah.
You know what I also have? I have a cantrip master, which means that also means that even if I didn't have subtle spell, I could cast cantrips without talking. Or with wait,
Oh.
no,
Is that-
I don't
is
even
that
need
part
a
of it?
wand for
Yeah, you
for
don't need a
cantrips.
wand. You can do it wandlessly.
Okay, so everyone's like
Giving back my
freaking out, like,
wand, then.
what do we do? What do we do? Kelly's like, move out of the way. Nox, just like the walls here, right? Nox like puts hand to the wall, explodes the fucking wall with a bombarda. It cracks open and you can see Nox like fall forward. They've been able to break off up to their shoulder, and so they have like one arm free, their head, shoulder, and neck, and that's it. The rest of their body is in the ice. Oh, thank goodness
Nox,
you didn't suffocate.
Nox will. I think Nox kind of before they say anything just kind of holds up a finger to like the rest of the group, just like one moment, and we'll try to cast Bombarda again to like slap their hand on more of the ice to try and get more of it.
Fuck yeah.
It's like this is a dated reference, but it's just the first thing that came to mind because I rewatched this movie recently. But there was like that Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movie where there was like a fight scene where he's fighting like that really big guy, and they just both in that movie, like both of them in that movie, just have a moment where there's like they say in French like one moment, s'il vous plaît. It's like Nox is just like, yep, just one moment. As Nox will just keep trying to.
Nox is able to break themselves out. That would have been significantly harder because you do have to move to cast. You can't just not move, not say anything. Like, yeah, you have to have something. So, Nox, you're able to break yourself out, and a second later, Nox is like bombarding pieces of ice that are stuck to the leg and like breaks off. That would have been significantly more hard if you were deeper in there.
Yeah.
Good job, Ophelia.
Yeah. You saved me.
For now, you might actually have hypothermia once we get back and the whole immunity thing wears off.
Nox will shrug. A problem for future Nox.
That's the spirit. Oh, the spirit of the damn human race. It's a problem for the future human race.
But where are we exactly?
In a cave?
A hole. You saw a hole. Figured would work. Shelter, right?
Do you guys just like holes?
I mean,
I mean,
Janice is here, isn't she?
yeah, she's here.
Roll her athletics.
Oh, fuck.
Let me roll her athletics again.
No. No.
Yeah, she succeeded.
Fucking Christ.
That would have been really if we went through all of that.
Oh my God.
Remember that?
Would it be like, wait, where's Janice? She's like a kilometer back.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, I need a Xanax.
She's
Thank you,
300
DM.
feet away. Yeah. Yeah, she's in here. Lumos, she says, and then nothing happens. Right.
Ty takes out his lantern from his pack that I grabbed, and that camp play the only thing that he brought that was useful.
Was it like kerosene? Was it-
Yeah. This is like a little like turning one.
You with those, you have to get like a match or something.
Uh huh.
Make a survival check.
Dove has
Oh.
matches.
That is true. So, Ophelia, why don't you make the survival check for Ty?
Me?
Yeah.
Dove has matches.
I don't have matches.
Well, I thought you said Ophelia
She's
has
plant.
matches.
No,
Ophelia
she's a
has a
plant.
lighter for weed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dove, make a survival check.
you need a lot.
That would be useful. Thank you. It's
There is light that's coming in through like the ice. So it's very dim and only in the entrance of the cave.
Right. It's 13 enough to light a.
Yes, 13 is
Cool.
enough to light a match. And a second later, your kerosene lamp is lit and lights coming from all around. Thank you, Muggles.
I once knew a man who still used whale oil for these things. We don't talk to him.
Whale oil.
Yeah, we don't talk to him.
Is that
Also,
that
I think he got eaten by something, which is fair.
Hopefully a whale.
I
Did
mean,
it
it
live
would
in
make
the
it-
Arctic?
No, he
Oh.
he was one of those ones that went whaling.
That's significantly worse.
Yes.
So the Kaliak, she's like, well, Arctic communities do that. That's fine. Like, because one whale will service you for like a long time.
Mhm.
It's not that big of a deal. Whales die all the time. But if you're
You know.
whaling,
I think he got eaten by an orca, actually. Like torn
love
apart
orcas.
properly.
Free Willy?
I love orcas just a little bit more right in this moment.
I mean,
They're
yeah,
very smart.
they are incredibly smart. Also, very, very carnivorous.
Oh yes, I've seen them tear apart a seal up by the coast.
Yeah.
Knox will say, I read this one Pelican Grundlebane book where he spent an entire month stuck inside a dragon. And,
Can we not talk
whittling-
about being eaten, please?
Well,
I'm
no,
so
like,
tired of hearing about Pendigal Grundlebane.
like you say that, and then Knox is like, so what he did was that he was able to cut a small hole into their gas pouch and use that to sort of create like a pilot light.
Would that not automatically blow them up? With the heat?
Just in controlled bursts.
Panatone Grundlesack doesn't sound like a very smart business.
Don't grumble.
Grundle sack. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't really like this panicotti grizzle person.
Butterball is pretty weird.
Knox is just like I mean, he has his moments.
I'm sure he does.
Has
A
he ever
broken
been
clock's right
here?
twice a day, after all.
And has he ever been in the unseen realms?
Do you count space as unseen?
I don't think it counts, no.
No,
I think it'd be more cosmic, honestly. Personally speaking.
it'd be kind of cool though. Yeah.
Although there are some creatures who supposedly go in and out of the unseen realm.
Oh, yes. My sons do it all the time.
the Bogarts?
Indeed.
Do you not have any daughters who are boggarts?
Are
No,
Bogarts
they all
men?
identify as boys.
Oh,
Right on.
Like,
They
are
pick
any of
after
them
their
trans?
father.
Oh.
oh, they're daddy's boys. That makes sense.
They're not especially bright. They don't
They,
like you.
they seem like assholes, honestly. Is the
One
fear
tried to
thing like
choke
a
me in
choice?
third year.
I'm going to give you 5 seconds to take that back.
I
5,
I will not.
4,
You're gonna have to throw me out.
Apologize.
Three.
Apologize.
Hero.
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 Apologize.
Hero.
Fine,
I
fine.
stands away.
They're not assholes. Fuck.
all right.
They're buttholes. And then Hero runs away.
You
runs away in
into
a
the
cave?
dark? Into the dark? Like
She makes it like to the back of the cave and then has to stop there. And then just looking around, like feeling the walls for hot spots.
Hero goes behind a rock and sets herself up like a sniper, just pointed at where the Kaliak is at.
Just Blair Witching it in the corner of the cavern.
she's Blair Witching it in the corner.
There's
When we get there.
There's one that I don't like to talk about. The name is kind of a taboo, but it's like partially spectral. In fact, a boggart actually turned it into one my third year, so
The one in my land.
I don't think this came from you.
Shut up.
It's from my neck of the woods.
America. Yes, I've never been.
What? What? Ophelia, do you know what I'm talking
A Wendigo.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You then hear Hero trip, fall, and thud.
Mother.
Oh God.
Oh, my nose. Jesus.
You okay there, Hero?
No, I can smell the color blue. Fuck.
That was definitely not related at all.
All right, we're
Oh.
gonna look over. I'm gonna look that way and pretend like I'm not suspicious immediately. Hero,
Yeah.
Hero, Tab, bring your lantern. Tab, your lamp. Bring the light over.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
I
trying
imagine
not
you're
to be
doing something.
scared. No, he's terrified, and especially as he tried to say something, he just kept talking about being eaten. So he just has that like
It's getting worse in the background.
blank look on his face.
Ties in hell with this friend group.
First by a dragon. And he was like, please don't talk about being eaten. And then you're like, Wendigos.
Just a bunch of like characters who do not know when to shut the fuck up.
Boggart.
And Ty, who desperately wants
Please.
It's okay. He's just freaking out, just as usual, as he'll walk behind Dove like he was commanded.
The man thing.
He's so
That's
deep in
those
his
outbursts
respect
we
moments, he'll be
internalize.
He's just gonna sit in the library for weeks after that.
We're really in our yellow jackets era, guys. Really?
She's gonna like
If we're in our yellow jacket, Sarah, save me for dessert.
Girl's gonna grab Ty and like kind of drag him over. Hero, are you all right? Where'd you go?
I'm over here. I think I fell on just a rock or something. Oh, it's my shoelace. That's embarrassing.
You should come back into the light, I think.
Is she gonna
Hey,
kill
narrator.
me?
Narrate. Like, what are we doing here? Like, did she just randomly trip and fall,
Yeah,
or
did
did
I
you fall
actually trip
down
and
Well,
fall?
someplace?
I've just been letting you guys role play. I was waiting. To,
Well, yeah, I was like, oh, let's bring the light over.
all right.
Help us
Oh.
inform the scene. We're just going around in
Please,
circles.
please.
I was enjoying your role play. Okay. Anyway,
Inform the scene. Stop jiffy popping.
Fucking the crunching.
oh yeah, I don't have my.
You
I
don't
don't
have
have
your
my.
Chris
Yeah,
Pratt
you
down.
heard everything. I've been letting you rock because like I care about you eating, but we can hear everything.
It's like not bad. It's like small enough that it's not like
Oh my
terrible.
Right.
It's noticeable.
Honestly, I've been role playing the Kaliyok just been eating crackers this whole fucking time.
Right.
In the corner, she'd pat his back.
100.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's like a
You're all gonna die
Oh.
down here.
I forget what
Literally
show it
Oyster
was.
crackers.
I forget what show it was, but it reminds me of this one joke where it's just like where this character says something and just another character's like, "Wait, you have cake? Where'd you get cake?" It's like, "Oh, it's Steve's birthday, but I think there's none left."
What that is from something? What is that from?
I forget.
It's a lot like the bit from Class of '09 where she's like, "How'd you get McDonald's? Where'd you get McDonald's? From McDonald's. Bitch, give me a fry." And is that how you ask? Bitch, please give me a fry.
That's just how
I love
you
Class of
communicate.
09. Oh, God.
All of that Brooke has all of the class of 09 memorized.
I pretty much do. I
Like you gained so much respect in my book just now.
I love
Anyway.
Class of '09.
I
And
will
on the
narrate.
on the fridge, he left a note saying, "This is all her fault." They had it with a Cookie Monster magnet.
Hi, I'm Brenda. What the
All
fuck?
Brooke's
Yeah.
fault.
What the fuck did I ever do to him? Okay.
I will I
Annie,
will
I'm
say
supposed
another
to
thing
narrate
to
the scene.
Winter Queen Peg lady. I keep forgetting, like, her name was Kelly, right?
Yeah, or Karsten.
Karsten. I'm going to say something to her that I know she won't appreciate, but I think Knox will say, he has never seen the Unseen Realm, but thinking about it now, I do remember his one book. Me as the player, I went back to the list of books I made up.
Mhm.
It's like, he did write this one book, Magical Dirt: How Nymphs Taught Me a New Form of Magic with Gardening Techniques. In that book, he talked about magic being in nature. So,
You know, I think I'd fare better outside the cave. She says, like looking longingly at the ice wall. Why couldn't I be in there? I can't suffocate. That would have been fine. All right.
oh, nymphs real.
Up ahead. Ty, Dove, Ophelia. You guys move down a sneaking section that opens up further in. Past the mouth of the cave, the ceiling grows high. The entire cave itself is a decline down. That's why we heard Hero fall. Currently, Hero is sitting probably on a rock near the bottom and like rubbing her shin or something that got hit on the way down. And you can see the glistening of water at the bottom, where it seemingly pools, and it goes even deeper from there. The place is wet all over, and you can see the slight glowing light coming from inside the water. Make an investigation check, one of you.
I'm not doing it.
Hell yeah.
Tyre, the investigator.
Hell yeah, brother! And you can't use
Ty is
your
the
map this
investigator.
time.
No, but he does still have a +5.
Oh hell yeah, you got that.
He's okay at this. It's his thing. It's okay. It's a 12.
I think I got
Okay.
one.
I'll show you something in a minute. You guys get down here. It's warmer down here.
This seems odd. Why is there even warmth in this realm? I thought that's should that be a thing? Is that a thing? I mean, isn't there supposed to be no life here? Sort of. I mean, some life. I'm rambling.
Janice says, well, the unseen realms are supposed to mirror our own. It's one of the closest planes of existence to us. So if the sun is cold, I imagine the world is warmer.
Isn't the world? I'm getting confused. I'll trust you.
Well, I mean, normally when you go down into the earth, at least for a while, it's going to get a heck of a lot colder. It's not until you go very far down that it starts getting warm.
Well, it's physics also just doesn't work like that. It's the thermal properties of heat are made based off of kinetic energy, which is mostly made from movement. So it could just be a product of movement.
So there's a lot of movement down here.
I mean,
Ty pauses
there
and
could
he
be.
looks and he
She,
looks
like,
up at the ceiling.
Dove looks wistfully over at Janice.
Ty, since you said it specifically, I'll have you make a perception check.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Did I do
my
that?
please.
I have
Please
a bad
pull
feeling
through.
about this.
No.
Why do I feel like
I
we're
have
just
an
about to get
inspo?
fucked up?
I have an
I don't even
inspo.
have an
Hold on.
inspo. Fuck.
I might have
Wait,
one.
I gave Nox mine. So like you have one, Ja.
I
'Cause you
gave
didn't
it.
give.
Wait, I thought I gave mine to someone.
No,
if I
I
didn't,
think
then
me and Nox gave you and me gave Nox the same time, but then he called mine because it was like
oh, cool.
the last one that I could give this week. So
Okay, Ty, take mine, and then I just won't have one.
Okay.
well,
No,
you know
please.
what?
Great,
That
take
was
mine.
better.
Thank you. Okay, there we go.
Significant.
21.
Ah,
Thank you, Nox.
darn, if only mine was like just, more better than that.
Thank you, Nox.
All right. Ty, you look around, and what you notice first is Hero sitting down, listening to this conversation, talking here and there. And there is something you almost think is like a trick of the light, maybe a weird shadow, and then realize no, there is a very thin line. It's about as thin as your finger that is very still. It is right behind Hero's shoulder. And then you notice it land on her shoulder and begin to crawl over toward like a part of her shirt.
Immediate bombarda on this thing's like tendril.
Because you rolled well, you look up and you follow the line straight up toward 1 second. Is it? You guys might recognize this. Maybe if you're cool, but you see this thing on the ceiling.
I mean,
Oh,
I've read some manga that have something that looks a little bit like that.
I played that. That is, I'm getting some. Where's my crowbar?
Yep.
Oh, there's a
and then
reference.
it suddenly hooks onto Hero and lifts her like a foot up into the air. Bombarda! You shoot out. Roll to hit. Don't send off Bombardas in here! You can hear the Kelliac yelling, but she's too late.
Question.
Mhm.
Okay, yes. So this spell, it specifically specifies a being. Could Nox cast Digitus Wibbly at it to make it
Oh
let go
yeah,
of?
yeah. I've ruled the Digitus Wibbly works, yeah. But we
Okay.
want to get the Bombarda first.
Yes, of course.
Ty?
21. Sorry, I have to click tabs because laptop.
Gotcha. Yeah, that hits. Roll your damage.
$24 damage.
That's not bad. Bombarda! Wait, how did you get 24?
Sneak attack.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you send off a Bombarda, and it thwack hits the side of this thing, and the whole thing tenses up for a minute, and then relieves itself. And Hero, make a dex save.
I gotta stop doing shit.
You drop back down to the ground. I
just
want to
gotta-
see if you're quick enough to get the fuck away
Okay, let's see.
as the line goes limp.
What does a 16 get me?
Yeah, so a 16 gets you rolling out of the way before it spews out from its stomach a mess of blood and the carcass of some small crustacean-like creature.
I knew this cave was going to try to kill me.
Is it
Ty, you look up at the ceiling. There's a few of them.
fucking Christ.
Most of them seem to be growing over the water at the back of the cave, though. There's like big ones that. So this thing was maybe half the size of Hero. So pretty big. It's like the size of a large duffel bag. But
Yeah,
there's
that's
also
pretty big.
small ones that are like this big.
Got it. Ty's gonna point them out to everyone. Just look at the ceiling and watch out. But also still could look at the ground and probably look at the water too. Just look everywhere.
The Kelliac sits down. I see. Ambush predator. But there must not be much. They wait for people like us to take shelter in here and take use of it.
They seem to be eating something else. He points at the disgusting goop on the ground.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
And from the back of the cave, there is a thud. No, sorry, I used the wrong syntax. From the front of the cave, there's a thud, like by the ice wall. Huh? Oh, that's probably Romeo.
Are we sure it's Romeo, or is this going to be one of those things where we walk over and be like, Romeo, it's okay, and then we blast open the ice wall and it turns out to be like a giant fucking polar bear
Well, do
death
you see?
creature?
Is Romeo with us?
It's very cold out here.
Oh my god. Oh,
Why-
okay.
how
Oh
does
my
he
god.
Oh,
outside?
never mind. It was
Um,
Romeo. It was Romeo.
Oh my
Give
god.
it-
Oh,
we'll give Romeo.
Marta. Oh my god.
You guys are able to open up the kind of hole that Nox left. The ice goes up probably 7 feet. Romeo probably got above it and then heard the the sound of Nox blowing himself up.
Mhm.
And when you guys are able to open up that hole, you find Romeo has grown. He now is currently
More?
inhabiting. He is inhabiting the body of the weird creature,
Huh?
and so you can see the big weird creature with the weird eyes blinking and the mouths and everything, and it has mushroom caps growing all throughout it,
He
with like a big
infected me?
mushroom thing on its back. Yeah, assimilate.
Did you do something with your hair?
Oh, he would have a different voice. Um, I've never had any hair, Nox. Not once in my life. I did at one point have philia.
Must be something else.
May I come in?
Yes, please. Do not
Sure.
please.
Yeah.
Oh my
Gonna
God.
slither into the fucking thing.
You look great.
Has trouble fitting in here. Does it get bigger the farther I go in?
Uh, yes, but I don't think you want to go that way.
Yeah, no, there's stuff here.
Well, then again, you could infect one of
Unless-
those too, and then I don't really know.
Unless you would like
mean-
to assimilate more.
Yeah.
We
They
should
might-
leave them be.
Yeah, anything that's in here, I think, might have a little bit of trouble. Well, chewing on Romeo, to say the least.
Ty, because of your investigation check, is a separate thing that you found. You find a campfire, like a fire pit. And you see a wooden lean-to that has been grown out here in some old fur-lined sleeping packs.
That is really weird. High points to it.
It's on
from
the side
everybody's-
of the cave.
First of all, not many wizards have come here. I know that.
Well, I
Second
mean,
of all,
not everyone has come over. Like you found it. You're alone here.
yeah. So he'll kind of put up his lantern and walk a little bit closer with his wand drawn very carefully.
Okay. Sorry. Please continue.
He'll kind of look around, making sure everyone's still safe as they're talking to Romeo, and going up to these pseudo, I think you call them like little, almost like sleeping bags. He'll nudge them with
They're
his foot.
bedrolls.
Bedrolls? Yeah. He'll nudge them with his foot carefully.
They seem flattened, old,
Okay.
but real. There's stitching on them. Like a human made this.
And doesn't feel like there's anything in them or anything.
No, they're empty.
That's good. I was worried there for a moment.
I mean, empty of a person.
Yeah. Can I do a separate investigation to see how long maybe they've been here?
Muggle studies check.
Okay. He's not great at that. Nope. Probably a while. That's a 7. That's probably all I know.
Assume what you will.
He's gonna turn. Everyone, ladies, Ox, Um,
And
there's a
and Romeo.
yes, of course. Sorry, your new form is quite befitting, my friend.
He's like in the like before it gets bigger. He's like taking up nearly everything behind everybody.
Ty is doing his best not to look at him right now because he might have a panic attack.
Mhm.
There's there were people here. This bedroll is hand stitched, and they clearly knew what they were doing because they have a lean-to, kind of like what we did back at the camping trip.
Like, did they leave anything behind, like a bag or anything?
I just see some bedrolls and things, and there's no
Ophelia,
bodies in the bedrolls. Oh,
go ahead and
sorry.
make a investigation check yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, Nox will say to Ty, does it look like they were here recently?
I really don't think so.
21. Also, sorry, I've been quiet. I've been fucking crunching on some popcorn. You made me crave it. And
Ophelia, you are able to find packs along the side wall. You pick them up. They're a little wet along the bottom. They're made of tanned furs. You're able to unlatch part of them, and inside is textiles. There's little tools as well, made of bone and hot sap. These are like Stone Age tools.
tools for, like, what exactly?
Living for woodworking and whatnot. Cracking open stones, or you see one that almost looks like a crab crusher.
And are the textiles, like, are they just, like, pelts, or are they like, mixed fabric?
It's like a thin leather that's been treated in a way to be nice and breathable. Like you ever have
Okay.
one of those leather bags that's kind of almost like fuzzy?
You seem very old. It's Stone Age. People haven't made tools like these out of bones in millennia.
Wait, I have to ask, how like well preserved are these tools? Like, do they look like they've been here a long time, that they've aged, or
They look
do they
pretty
look
well
like
preserved. Being in a cave does that.
Mm-hmm. The wet on the bottom, does it seem to be coming from anything? Like a puddle?
No, no.
Like
Everything
nothing
out
spilled
here is,
out?
other than it being kind of like a wettish cave, there's no major source of water except for the bottom. Definitely is weird that it's wet.
Is there any way that I can see if it's like wet with water or like with something else?
Yeah, you touch it and it's definitely water.
And it feels like it recently got wet, not like it's.
Yeah, there's it like drips on your hand, like
Oh, okay.
yeah, as if
The-
there's been a lot of condensation or something.
There's only one bag, or are there multiple bags?
Just the one bag.
Oh.
You can see there is a bundle of wood that seemingly has been cut down and brought in here. A little lean-to that's been built out of said wood.
Can I?
Little place to live.
Is the wood also wet if I touch it?
Yes.
Oh, this is not good.
The wood's also kind of strewn about a bit. Like it was in a pile and has drifted.
Do you think someone might be in here?
No, I think that this cave probably floods.
Oh. Oh, and all the ice melts.
At night, Janice says, realizing it too. Yeah,
Oh.
outside, that's a lot of fucking ice. Where does it all go? Right down here.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
we have two options. A, go further in, try to get as far as we can until maybe we find some place that lets us out, or we brave it for a while in the driest part of the cave and then stand up high once night hits and hope that we don't get flooded out of house and home.
I mean, but then we risk having to go outside and find another shelter soaking wet in enough time before the sun rises again.
We gotta go outside eventually, and I would rather we brave the outside than involuntary spelunking with no idea if this takes us into, an outside area or down into a cavern that's like a foot wide and we suffocate to death underwater.
The frost on top of the ice. The frost on top of the ice were particularly lethal. Not only was it cold, it also bit at the skin. This cadaver barely even made it.
I'm really proud of you for using the word cadaver.
I am in
Um,
your brainstem.
I know. And I'm
It's
really
your
proud of you.
brainstem.
Nox.
I'm just proud of you.
I am happy.
Do you regain the memories of the thing that you were in?
Not at all. I believe that memories have to do with the soul, and so I think that's long gone.
Knox was trying to say something.
Oh, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
No, you're
no
okay.
worries.
I just wanted
Yeah,
to
no
make
worries.
sure that it wasn't like a question that we should answer.
I think Nox would have an idea. So when we say textiles, does that mean like um
It's
like
fabric.
are any of it done up like clothes?
You guys would probably be able to find like leather like moccasins, like little folded stitched
Okay.
shoes.
Yeah, that might be perfect then, because Nox would say, um, well, one thing that we could try is keeping one pair of shoes dry at least, and switching out of them when when the water starts flowing in.
Okay, well, I don't think all of us brought another pair of shoes.
The Nox Nox would point to the moccasins like maybe there's
Romeo
enough.
carefully enters the cave and goes to sit down while this is happening.
We could make some.
We don't have enough fabric, not nearly enough for all of us.
Hmm.
And there's only one pair of moccasins. We can't Geminio it because we don't have access to charms magic. I think, in all honesty, would be better off with our own shoes and trying to get up high to keep them away from whatever dampness might befall us.
Yeah, that's true.
As wonderful as an idea as that was, Knox,
Hmm.
we don't have access to a lot of our magic, and that leaves us at, the mercy of it. And even if we could do sewing enough to, if we had enough fabric to do sewing and things like that, there isn't exactly a guarantee that they'd be the most weather resistant.
If anything, I'd use some of those pelts and make some good places to sleep tonight. We're gonna be
Yeah,
waiting
a
until
good
the sun
idea.
goes down at the very least.
Are we certain that the water just goes up that high? Not much higher?
Can I look around to see if there's like a water line? There's like sometimes water lines in caves and stuff, right? Like you can see the erosion. Can I make a survival
Mm-mm.
check?
The
Good idea.
wetness on the packs only went up so far, right?
Mm-hmm. But water does like carry down, so like the driest part would be the top anyway.
Right.
So I don't know. It's not warm, especially. So like it's not like it's. I'm just ramble. 30. How high does this baby go? Give me some information about the water. I cannot hear you.
You can definitely see a water line. Definitely, you can see a difference in. I had the word. Now it's gone. It's like sleet.
Slate.
Slate. Yeah, a difference in coloration essentially on the back wall, and there are like distinct markings where the wall kind of wobbles because of the erosion from it, and it seems to go up. You can see some marks that are pretty damn high, but most of the marks are about a foot or so above the little cleft that we have this camp on. So basically, if you were to stand in the middle of camp, it would be a foot up. So you'd be up to your ankles. Oh, sorry, you'd be up to your shins.
Okay.
Question.
Mhm.
With cold shot,
Okay.
could you do controlled bursts of Bombarda?
Yeah.
I think Nox would.
Wait, hold on. Explain what your plan is first before like we go into this and be like,
This I'm like I'm definitely
Okay.
not just jumping into this. I'm definitely
All right.
this is like Nox.
I was worried you were gonna start bombarding things and we're gonna have to roll deck saves to not get crushed to death by
Yeah,
the
no,
rocks in the cave. Sorry, go ahead,
Nox would
Annie.
say.
Sorry.
Nox would say, well, we do know where the water would affect us the least. Perhaps if I did controlled burst of Bombarda, I could create somewhat of a pathway for the water to go. It probably wouldn't get all of the water out, but or it probably wouldn't, leave us completely dry, but it would at least, wouldn't might decrease the water level for us a little bit.
I'll weigh in on this idea. So it's a cool idea. You just place any rock, the rock still goes somewhere, you know?
Mhm.
And so that means that it would roll down, it would go into, and the conservation of mass would continue. It'd still be the same. You wouldn't be able to affect it very much. But along this idea, you could make little inlets in the wall.
Yeah, so that we could stay dry above the water level.
Yeah, the usual water level.
Okay,
So
yeah,
like
then
make little pockets for us.
yeah, then instead of the mode idea, Nox will say, or I could make little pockets for us.
Sounds like a plan. And if we make just little pockets for ourselves as opposed to a whole like area or section, that should keep the relative structural integrity of the cave. Fresh earth is easier to move than earth that's been packed in for a long time. So making just one cave for all of us is a little less sound than just making little pockets for each of us, roughly equal distances and sides.
Yeah,
That sounds like a plan, Knox.
it's a shame.
Just
I was looking.
just from. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna have Nox say, shame. I was really looking forward to cuddling to avoid frostbite.
Well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't make too many if I were you. I'm no caver. I don't think you are either. Maybe 2, 3.
As Dove was saying, equally spaced. Yeah, sorry.
No. Go for it.
As Dove was saying, equally spaced would be best, and also don't forget to look up while you're doing it.
Yeah, no, it would. Yeah, that sounds like a real good idea. Janice can stay with me in my cave if that's.
Nox will say, "Of course I'll be careful. Who do you take me for?" As they slap their hand against the wall. just, slap their hand against the wall.
The pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
But yeah, Nox will.
Hun, you muted because you're crumping.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, Nox slaps that baby, and it allows you to crack it in a very precise way because you're called shot. So Nox will start working on that. Nearby, Ophelia. Ophelia.
Yeah.
You notice. What's his butts? Romeo has kind of stopped moving. He's sitting nearby, hunched over, and just sitting there. He's been quiet for a little while.
She'll take a seat next to him. Are you all right?
I am concentrating.
On.
My form is growing quite large. It is becoming cumbersome. I'm thinking that I might be able to. And then you see him like stop talking, and he begins to. There's a little
Is he giving
grumble.
birth? Is he giving...
And out of the back of this creature, you hear a slick cracking sound. And dropping off the back, you see a smaller Romeo.
Shut the fuck up.
Your grandmother.
There we are. Much more comfortable. I agree.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this, Alex?
Your grandma.
Romeo's gonna waddle over toward you
You gotta name him.
and hop up into your
He's
lap.
a boy.
It's a miracle.
If that thing is made of my blood, I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Oh my god. Oh my... legitimately, this got me so off guard.
No, let her get it out. Let her get it.
What the fuck? What the hell?
It seems you're having some difficulty processing this.
A little bit.
Allow me to make it very simple for you.
Okay.
I am Romeo, and I am Romeo. We are one. They sing in unison.
Okay. Would little Romeo like his own name?
I'm not sure what she's not getting about this.
He
says to anybody nearby.
So you have two forms.
Two bodies.
Now. Okay.
One large and one small.
Very useful.
Mm-hmm. I know all of you all only have one body. Speak for yourself, Kellyak says. But as for me, this is a lot more comfortable.
I bet. Sorry, humanoids don't usually do that, so it just caught me off guard a little bit. You look very good.
Well, thank you very much, the big one says. The big one will get up and is going to go activate a few of those things on the ceiling because it's way bigger than them. He's going to like swat their tongues away to try to get them to pull the tongues up into their own mouths. There you go, Nox.
Play nice with the cavern crawlers or whatever they're called.
Thank you for the help. Make a good team.
And he helps to move big rocks out of the way. Well, we've all survived. Little one says to you, Ophelia, on your lap.
Yeah. So far we are almost there. Hopefully, I think maybe halfway.
Not much longer now. Now I think in the morning we should get it. Apologies. In the night.
It's hard to get used to the whole mirrored dimension kind of thing.
There are many more worlds than just this one. This one has just been interconnected for a very long time.
There was one that I think you mentioned before for Faye, right?
Indeed. I've been there many times myself. It is a land unlike any other.
I'd love to go there someday.
Many of the old gates are now shut. It was a trouble for many of the humans when they first came in. They had difficulty coexisting with the Fae. Ended up coming up with odd stories. Hard to accept something that you cannot understand. And so my druids closed them, held it shut, made sure that no more Fae could be harmed. As much as we could. They still come through in the small rifts, especially during the 31st of October. But you want to go there one day? Back to your roots?
I'd love that, actually.
I think I would enjoy seeing it before I die.
I've never been very enamored with the idea of going back into wizarding jobs and such. They're all so boring compared to literally anything else you can do.
Part of you would rather be in the plane of death than be on a desk.
Right.
I understand. As much as I can. I've never had a desk job. If I did, I think I'd be the desk. My attempt at humor.
Do you miss how it was before humans took over everything?
No. I don't look back on those kinds of times with such nostalgia. They have their own troubles, each one, and each one different than the last. Being here, though, it is not fun, and not every episode of our journey is. Just the way things are, I suppose. Things come and things go. Imagine how not Blightfang, imagine how Gloomshroud may feel. There was a time before me, before my people, before the trees, when his grew abundantly. Now they only are recessed in the dark and damp corners of our world. Small, fleeting. Should he be sad for the rest of eternity for it? No. It's a part of the story. Just as the loss of many things will be. I will say, however, there's a fair bit of saltiness about it all. Bitter. Time has certainly turned me bitter. But I think that optimism is a young woman's game.
I think optimism's important for changing the future.
And that's how we differ. You still have it. I can only hope that it will be a proper use. And not foolishness.
I think we'll see that soon.
She nods. Indeed, we will. Nox is finished carving out the first of 3 little inlets. Ta-da!
Yay! Ophelia will clap for him.
Nox will say, I think Nox will point out, like, and I left a little something for all of you. Like, and point to a little spot and carved into the little inlets where there's just like a little heart. They put their hands together like in a heart shape. Like, it's hard work, but it's worth it for your friends.
Dibs on the first bed, Janice says.
They might be a little bit cramped, but
She
better
climbs
than,
up into it. Yes,
better
really
than,
hard. Well, it is stone, after all. Where should we conjure something? Hero, hand me one of those pelts.
Oh, okay, sure. Here.
And now mention I had Scourgify. Whatever. He's just gonna shake it a bit. Place it down. Better.
I mean, do you want my jacket? Yeah.
She'll take it in an instant.
Yeah.
Jess, are you here? Obviously not. Time passes. Nox is able to carve a little space for plenty of people. We've got Nox and Ty, Dove and Janice, Hero and Ophelia. It's time to get a little bit of rest. regain our hit points, our spell slots, our sorcery points. We're going to need those with what's coming. Ophelia, did you brew something at the start of session?
No, you just reminded me. Hold on.
Lovely.
The fuck do I want to make? What potions do I have? I always like it. I have to open like 10 million things to check what the fuck Ophelia has.
She has to go through her several repositories of knowledge.
Right. Fuck it, girding potion.
That's a good call, honestly.
I love just the man. Fuck, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, nearby.
Oh my god.
What was that?
My roommates are being loud. Sorry.
Okay, it sounded like an evil laugh from like a horror movie.
Not a cackle.
Well, yeah, my
Yeah.
roommates, they're fucking weird. Like, they're probably being like, we're gonna party and drink a lot, and I'm like, yeah, I would be doing that too if I weren't doing other things right now.
Nox, you finish off with your own little shelter. You're able to get comfortable. Everyone else has done that. Sorry, my eye is so itchy. Okay, and I like to think that Ty probably hasn't gone up there yet, but you have like a little place for him, so he can have somewhere to rest. You're sitting back. You seeing your backpack. You've brought some Pelican Grundlebane books.
Yeah, Nox. I feel like Nox, like commonly just has one ready. Like, I'll say that they brought like the newest one. That I'll just make up on the spot right now. Yeah, the book that they brought with them. Pelican Grundlebane infiltrates the Society of Measles.
Sick.
All right, that's gonna be an inspo for you.
Thank you.
So Ty, you walk over. Your lamp is up there by Nox, and by the light, Nox is reading one of the books.
He just kind of stares at it, doesn't even comment, just expects it. And instead of taking the lantern with him, that coverall that's kind of like on the side of the wall, kind of in between all of them, he's going to carefully put the lantern like hanging on the top of it so they all have a little bit of light.
Nice.
After that, he kind of... Oh, go ahead.
Well, if you had a plan, sure. I thought you might want to look a little bit more into the cave.
Oh, Ty does. And like normally I think he would go searching. But my poor lad is traumatized still. And
That's true.
And he is... If anyone like does even like has a passive insight of like 10 or more, he is horrified of Romeo right now. All he remembers is the vine that is his right arm, and then the maw wrapping around him.
Yeah, there's like an eyeball that like blinks open and like drifts over toward you.
Ty
That's
just,
crazy. He RKO'd that thing for you.
Yeah, he might have, but now he is the thing that ate him. It's not like he's terrified of Romeo, because Ty and Romeo have literally hung out in a graveyard for 2 hours. He's just terrified of the creature itself. So he's just gonna jump up into the little hole, give Nox the space, and be at the very far end of it near the rocks.
Well, I feel like, and that'll be the plan, but you turn away from like looking at the big guy, and little Romeo's right there behind you. It's dead. By the way,
I, are you reading my thoughts again?
I don't have to be a genius to figure it out without having done that.
But he didn't answer if you did do that.
It is dead.
Sai narrows his eyes slightly. You're getting really good at that, the whole clever thing.
This is my 12th day.
Soon to be 13th. I've been keeping track too.
He waddles back and forth for a second, happy with himself. 13 days and I already have 2 bodies.
Doing better than me, I think.
Yeah, you only had 1.
Yes, indeed. I
gonna-
am sorry. I am just... I figure things out by reading about them and understanding them. This place doesn't work like that.
Yes, if Ophelia were to put it, I think it would be fuck around and find out.
No, that's actually a very valid way to put it, yes.
He's going to waddle down to his big body.
Let's just be careful still, and I apologize that I'm still a little shaken. I don't blame you, and thank you for dealing with the weird giant muscle eating things.
One of the mouths open up. Oh, that still works. You hear the little one say, have a good rest.
I'm making a wisdom saving throw for nightmares.
Oh, quick side note, Alex. I just looked over at the chat. Jess is here. Just the unmute button was being difficult.
We'll be going
Just
to
like
her
you
next.
know.
So I will jump up. Oh, go ahead, Nox. Go.
Oh yeah, I do kind of want to. I kind of imagine just like while that's going on. You were close to Nox, right?
Yeah. We got a little alcove together.
I just imagine like at some point while that's going on, Nox is eventually going to say, I never thought about it, but Neasels are kind of like Neasels are more intelligent, so it does make sense that they would have their own communities. The stray Neasels, that is. Pelican Grundlebane says that he was able to infiltrate one after pretending to be trash in an alleyway for over 2 weeks. Knowing him, I bet they probably just got worn down by his efforts.
What? Why wouldn't you just turn into an easel?
I mean, but he's not an animagus.
He Verivertoed himself into trash.
Good on him. Well, I'm going to write a journal and keep it in this alcove in case we all die a horrible death.
Dear diary, if I die today... Okay. Dove.
Oh no.
Dove.
What? I'm here. I made it.
Janice has cozied up your little place. What do you think?
Fancy.
Well, I was able to get a few more from the other place, so it should be relatively warm. With
This
each
is
other.
certainly the absolute coziest cave I've ever been in my life.
Well, I brought a few things along with me because I knew that planar arcanology could probably get a little rough and tumble.
Oh, really? Like some candles, a bottle of wine.
Candles! She's going to run over to her bag, pull that out. Why didn't I think of these earlier? Start. Hey, Ophelia, do you have that lighter?
Yeah, but doesn't Duff have some matches?
I was the one that packed the matches. And the lighter. I had two of them.
Okay, fine. I was just being considerate of
Ophelia's
your
lighter is
things.
for her proclivities.
Yeah, me and Hero were just about to light up.
Please don't hotbox the cave. Please
we aren't
do
gonna
not
hotbox it. We're
pass
gonna
it over.
Yeah, do you want some? Like, damn.
No.
They've set up a curtain, a heavy felt curtain on
There
their
is no
little
place for air
area.
to go in this cave. Do
Hero
not
has
hotbox
Ventus.
it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't mind. Kellyak says.
You don't need to breathe.
Right.
Man, I didn't
Okay.
know the Kellyak was cool.
You don't want to
Janice,
smoke. You don't want to smoke with the primordial witch. What are we doing?
Janice, would
Honestly,
you like
I
us
think
to
that-
hotbox?
No, that's disgusting.
I also have brownies.
I'll
You
get all
haven't even tried
sweaty.
it.
She has no idea what hotboxing is.
Okay.
The Kellyak's like, most of you could use an attitude adjustment. Especially that one. She points out toward Ty, who just looks like a wet chihuahua. You know, is just ready to pack it in.
Listen, Ty's had a rough couple hours, so
I think I'm taking being almost killed pretty well. Thank you very much.
This wasn't the first time you've almost been killed, to be fair.
That is true.
We were in
Yeah,
a
that's
literal
fair.
den surrounded by spiders that could have killed us quite easily at any point in time, and you were fine.
Sometimes I wish they had.
I guess this is the
I
most
mean,
active.
it would have been fairer then. We were in their territory, but
I had
it didn't happen.
I was worried afterwards. I just was thinking about other things at that time specifically.
Sadie.
I don't know what you mean. He says very quickly.
Sadly,
Ooh.
Sadly, Miller. Miller? Why did I say Miller? Why did I say Miller?
Bueller.
Ty is so gay for Sadie in the straight way.
that's the thing. I wish Brett was gay for me.
Yeah, I'm gay for Jess, but in the straight way.
That's crazy. I'm gay for Janice in the not straight way.
In the gay way.
He's gay squared over here.
Yeah, it almost cancels each other out.
Let's cancel each other.
It is pretty fun knowing that anytime anyone's attracted to me, it is in a gay way.
I want you to know, Knox, I've never once been attracted to you.
Is that a challenge?
Yeah, we can fix that.
No, you can't. She says back. And indeed, she's asexual, so it wouldn't affect her.
That is fair.
Mhm. Ah, my one weakness, asexuals.
Well, you know, okay. Instead of we can fix that, then Nox is gonna say something less. Gonna say something better. The Nox is
Okay.
gonna say, and hey, You're valid for that.
I wasn't asking, but thanks, she says. Dove, you she like holds the blanket up. You kind of get nuzzled in. You guys have some candles in there that light your way, and people start to wind down. The two of you are like under the blanket together. I feel like it's gonna be a long night, she says.
Yeah, well,
Or day.
a
Oh
day.
god. Oh my gosh, we're the nocturnal creatures.
The things that go bump in the night.
Hey, no, not.
I got you to laugh.
She like pulls it up and looks over. Comes back in. It's weird being this close to you.
Is it?
Like in a good way?
As long as it's in a good way. I could move farther away if you need your space.
No. I mean, you'd probably fall off the edge at that point.
Oh, most likely.
I don't need you falling off, then drowning like a baby in a bathtub.
No, it's true. I wouldn't be able to stand up. It would just sweep me.
Just thrash around.
Yeah.
You're probably the reason why we have signs at pools.
My kryptonite's 1 foot of water.
How scared should I be for tomorrow?
As scared as anyone would be. In fact, I dare say don't be afraid. Or I
Why?
dare say don't not
Isn't it
be
like
afraid.
a big... Okay.
There it is. Double negative.
Dove, that was a double negative.
Well, don't be reckless. Fear is useful sometimes. It's instinct telling us that we are in danger. Keeps us moving when we start to lock up. It can help us too retain some sort of clarity in a situation that, might dissolve other creatures into some form of prey.
Anytime I've been afraid, it's just been bad. I just have more memories to paint the inside of my head, waiting for the time when it's quiet.
And you know what, Janice? I think I've thought about it. I recognize how terrified you are at some of the things that happened in your life, and you're right to be. It wasn't easy what you went through. In fact, I dare say any lesser person might be in an entirely different situation than you. May have handled it differently.
It's not like anything in my life I've been able to beat, except for tests.
Janice, beat. You're here.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to do my journal entry.
No. What I'm trying to say is that...
You keep talking.
What I'm trying to say is that I knew a Janice that was rigid with everything that she ever did and ever wanted and ever had and learned. I knew a Janice that would have put up a fight trying to get away from people going to some place like this. I don't think this is the same Janice that I knew back then. I don't think this is the same Janice who would be as scared of her boggart as she was.
She shrugs. Well, maybe now that I've met its mother, you know.
You're a survivor.
I wish I wasn't. I wish I was just normal. Just
Yeah.
safe. The whole way through.
I'm sure a lot of people feel that way in your space. And that's something you'll have to wrestle with for the rest of your life. I can't take that from you. The best I can do is make your life the best and the safest it can be while I'm still able.
And I ended the day with a kind conversation from my travel partner, Dove Scamander.
Oh, travel partner. Oh, we're travel partners now. Ouch.
She writes something. She kind of like puts a little arrow up and then like parentheses writes something in parentheses.
What'd you just write down?
Hmm.
No, show me.
Sure. I mean, you can read it if you want. It's all very scientific. Who sleep together? My travel partner who travel partner who sleeps together.
I'll take it.
She chuckles.
There's Fantastic Beast and Where to Find Them, and my travel partner that I study creatures with that I also kiss by Dove's Commander.
By Dove's Commander. Travel Partners by Dove's Commander.
Creature comforts.
Just a Yuri. Creature comforts?
Hell yeah.
I don't know if that's giving the vibe that you mean. All right.
My Wi-Fi crashed earlier, so that's why I cut out. But before we move on too much, could I respond to something that Ty was saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we were basically done with that scene, so yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to ask first.
Well, yeah. Look, wait. Let me pause you, Jess. Was there anything you wanted to say at the end of that scene? Because I felt like we were at the end. Jess. Jess. Maybe she's just on board. Oh, Jess. Oh, I stopped Annie because I was like, wait. So I thought we were at the end of the scene. Was there anything you wanted to say before we finished?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we're on the same page. Good. Knox, go ahead.
I just wanted to respond to like it's nothing too much, but when Knox was describing how Pelican Grundlebane infiltrated, like in their books, that they infiltrated the Society of Measles by pretending to be garbage in an alleyway for a week until they found the patterns of the stray measles. And Ty said, "It's like, wouldn't it be easier to just transform into a measle?" This, Knox is just going to respond with, well, Pelican Grundlebane isn't an animagus. That would just be silly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ty, someone who enjoys books so much, it's painful to hear about these ones.
These, like, Pelican Grundlebane books are the definition of, hey, these books are stupid, but they're not dumb.
It's okay. Ty's weakness for bad books is like any book with like really cheesy spy stories, like even Muggle books. He loves them. It's in his backstory and everything.
I wanted to throw that out there because I was just like, I do find it kind of funny just imagining people that read Pelican Grundlebane books being like, yeah, what are you talking about? That'd be so silly if that happened. Now back to my book, now back to Pelican Grundlebane and the hopping kangaroo dragon.
Hero, Ophelia. You guys have your little place. You have the curtain up. Where you guys hotboxing?
I certainly can.
Sure.
All right, I throw the scene over to you two. As I imagine that the two of you guys have a little bit of light in here, and you are like sitting crisscross applesauce, like across from one another, doing what you're doing. Go ahead.
Do you think Nolan's been trying to like astrally get to us? Do you think he's given up on that?
Well, I would hope he didn't give up, but I mean, I wouldn't want him to exhaust himself trying to. I do miss him whenever we do stuff like this.
Yeah. I miss little anxious augur.
He's so pessimistic sometimes. I don't know how.
He's got a real Cassandra complex going on. Because it's not like we don't listen to him when he tells us things, but it's almost like I don't know, he really makes you realize like how much of a curse it is to actually see and then not be able to like act on it.
Yeah. Has he talked to you about the orb yet?
I've asked him a couple times to like if he want me to hold it for a night so he can get a good night's sleep, but he usually never takes me up on it. I never mind.
You go blind. I don't know if John knew that. Did you know that, John?
No.
Yeah, that's why he's been saying no. And I guess Hero doesn't understand. Ophelia would. Yeah. Anyone who wields the orb goes blind. He's a perfect wielder.
He's a living workaround.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sure that. Well, I'm assuming it's like cosmic magic, so I'm sure like I could do something. I'm still trying to figure out what the Kaliak meant when she told me that, but I don't know. Maybe like I can like nullify it for like a minute, 5 minutes.
Oh, he's hesitant about it because it'll take away your sight, your physical sight, at least.
No, he probably has been enjoying that.
Maybe enjoying being blind.
Well, I meant the other one. I mean he's probably been enjoying being like able to out of character. He couldn't. Did he get his sight spell? Did he make that, or did he get that from the orb?
He made that, and the power of the orb helped him to make it because he had the insights to make something big like that.
Gotcha. then yeah, I mean, like she'll still say what she said because like she's high, so like she's probably not like using her words in the most effective manner. Speaking of boyfriends, did you get what Brett wanted? Did you get your thing from him?
From what from Brett?
Brett had told me the night before.
Oh,
Yeah, he said he was making you something, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I kind of fell asleep while he was in the middle of making it.
yeah, Alex, did I get the things, the like voice modulator things from him for speaking with plants?
Indeed.
I did. They're in my bag, but they're I didn't want to be the only one talking to the death root once it came back. It feels bigger than me, and I wanted everyone to be able to talk to it and hear its reasoning and thoughts. So we worked together a bit to create a sort of voice modulator thing so that everyone will be able to speak to it and hear it.
Oh, that's really cool.
I mean, hopefully it could work even outside of this whole mission of ours after, and you guys could talk to Juliet and you could meet my other plants.
Oh,
You'd be able to talk to, I forget what's his face, god damn it. I always forget the Whomping Willow's name. Macbeth.
Oh, I'd love to talk to Macbeth. God, I need a little.
He's Scottish.
I feel like he has to be.
I can't do a Scottish accent, but it's got to be like, you know.
In my head, he's like an acorn from.
Fucker went up by the moors.
You need to no.
I punched him in the back of the head.
McIntyre. In my head, he's like an acorn from the Whomping Willow on campus.
Yeah.
So he is Scottish.
I was born here. What about you? Eh? You know, my Scottish actually isn't that bad, if only it's that specific voice.
I think you should watch Drew McIntyre stuff and study his accent. It's really good.
If you had a chance to change your fate,
would you?
Just watch Brave on repeat for like a couple minutes.
I love Brave.
They have good Scots in it, so yeah.
Just watch that.
we'll watch Outlander together.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Fuck up.
Right after
that was Irish.
Outlander. What?
Is Outlander not? I've never seen Outlander. Is it Irish or Scottish?
Outlander is very Scottish.
Word. Okay.
Dairy Girls.
Don't
is
you?
Irish.
I do love Dairy Girls.
Oh God, yes. Fuck.
Like, are you sure you're a lesbian? It's like, yeah. Well, you're a bit. It's just you're a bit short. Well, there wasn't an option last time I checked.
Look at the stadia.
I need to make a character from Dairy someday.
Ooh, bitch, if you do, let me know. I'll totally be your cousin.
Maybe God just hates us. Don't be ridiculous, girls. Sister, God doesn't
Struck
hate
down
you.
crime.
Really? You're not interesting enough.
God. Sister Michael.
He'd be ambivalent towards you at best. If he even exists.
If you need to talk to anyone, please talk to anyone else. Don't come.
Man, I'm gonna rewatch Dairy Girls after we're off this fucking stream now. God damn.
As you know, I took a bit of a sabbatical last year. Is that when you shacked up with the slutty hairdresser for then she dumped you? Miss Mellon, please. Raise your hand if you want to ask a question. Such a good show.
It's so
funny.
Everyone in my family talks like that.
I fucking love Dairy Girls so much.
God.
I cried like a baby on the last episode.
It was a mess. It was terrible.
Fuck, where were we? Where's oh, voice modulator.
Yeah, yep.
Plants.
The conversation was not passing the Bechdel test. Yep.
It's not.
It wasn't passing the Bechdel test. These are two women talking to each other
about men.
About men. Right.
Yeah, that one caveat.
Right.
All right, you gotta switch this shit up.
Okay.
You got
Does it
this.
count if we're talking shit about men?
I think so. I think so. In a fucked up way, I think it
if we
does.
say that we hate men, does that count?
Yeah, there's a caveat in the Bechdel test. There's like a rule 2A-C.
Might I remind you that the Bechdel test was written as a comic strip originally.
It's a good test. Anyway, yeah, you did get that back. You did get it back.
Okay, that's good. That's really good.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna talk to so many fucking plants when we get out of here. They're gonna be sick of me. My God.
You should try talking to the stargrass one that I planted back in like 3rd year.
Ooh.
They know everyone's secrets.
Oh.
Like everyone.
Oh.
The vines on the side of the building are watching you.
They've seen everything.
They've seen it all.
They saw Dove looking at Janice's ass the other day.
I mean, but I've seen Dove looking at Janice's ass, so it doesn't really seem like that
I
big
do.
of...
That seems like something that happens regularly.
Honestly, I mean, I respect it. The girl's got to... It's for a white girl, it's not bad.
They saw Logan. They saw Logan checking out Nate's ass.
He's gay.
Logan also was like making out with someone.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Oh, I didn't think he got around like that.
Yeah, it was a boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it was just like, I don't know, it's like a boring straight hetero man.
Well, you want to know something even better that they found out?
Oh my God!
Macy and Ernesia were holding hands during herbology.
Oh, okay. That. Oh, really happy for Ernie. God, I've been trying to get her.
Ernie?
Yeah, Ernie. I'm so happy for her.
You could.
Oh yeah, me and Ernesia are close. That's my girl.
Really?
Yeah. We had a braiding party like right before we came back to school. It was crazy.
I always thought she was kind of a bitch.
You know, I thought so too, but then I kind of forced it's kind of what I did with bread. I was kind of like, I got to get all the fellow coloreds first, and then I can kind of stand out from there.
Not heroes and colors only.
I didn't know nobody really, and I was like, if I get hate crimed, I gotta at least have the other people on my side. So
that's so real.
Yeah, those were literally my first out of character. Those were my first 2 downtimes.
You ever just show up, see another black person, and be like, "Racism, am I right?"
That was precisely. That's literally what Hero did. She was just like,
and they go, "Oh fuck yeah!"
They were like, "Oh yeah, these fucking idiots." Yeah, no, that's literally what she did. She was like,
It's so fucking funny.
Gotta scope out the scene here.
Like, I'm kind of just reminded of I went to a friend's wedding, and I was a little bit nervous because I was like, "Oh, are there going to be other trans people there?" And everything. And my friend told me, "Oh, well, you should meet this one guy. He's a trans guy, and he's going to be there." And I was like talking with her about it, and I was like, "Cool. I'm going to fuck him."
It's so funny. That's just every trans person I know interacts that way.
You know what?
Every single one.
Nothing hotter than visibility.
So we found out that Hero is actually really good friends with Anicia.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm really happy for them. Like the last time that I hung out with Anicia, I kind of like dropped that. Like I noticed like that, she had a little crush, and then she told me that if I told anybody else, she was gonna like beat me to death with her stick. So, I've been keeping that close to the cross.
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure what she sees in Macy, because, like, not to be a bitch, but Macy is kind of stupid.
Okay. Granted, she may not be intelligent in logical ways, but she has her own intelligences when it comes to other matters.
Like, yeah,
Yep,
like
there's
cooking.
two of them. And there's... Sorry, I was making a stupid joke.
Intelligence is still intelligence. Hell, there's a reason she's not in Ravenclaw. So,
There's a reason why Anicia likes her.
Exactly.
Here's the reason.
Look at her. She's beautiful.
Cute as fuck. Not
Look
a thought behind those eyes.
Look at those rosy cheeks.
I love how it did her, like, round face.
I love
in
it.
that Midjourney. I wish I could get Midjourney to do a round face.
Ugh. I don't know how Maya did it.
She's a wizard.
I think the rest of the night is just going to be Ophelia and Hero rambling to each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Until they fall asleep.
Lovely.
They're just having girl talk. They're catching up.
Yeah, we're vibing.
Sending music.
Ophelia's doing that, like, not to be a bitch, but she's so fucking ugly.
Bitch,
Honestly,
but is the way that the next back and forth goes. Each one of
dynamic.
you.
That's your dynamic. And Hero just having to go like, okay, listen, hey. I'm happy you're saying these things to me. Don't say them to anybody else.
I sent music. Highly recommend right-clicking and looping. As you all are moving closer toward a very formidable foe. Something lethal. Somewhere where you guys could all die. In fact, where it's most likely that you will. And your mind lays here at night. It is not nightmares that come, but rather it shows you what you are living for. Nightmares are for when you're scared of something. Your mind tries to exposure therapy it for you, so you won't be as afraid later on, so you'll be ready, prepared. Death, however, is a natural thing. The mind tries to get you ready for it, tries to get you to be ready to fight for life. And so, at night, you all dream. Dove, what makes you want to live? What matters most? What comes to mind in your dream?
Oops. I think sheer proximity says Janice, but also Tula, her creatures. She'd be leaving them without anyone to care for them. And to her friends. Just people, the people that she cares about. That she has to protect.
Thank you. No, I've rolled the wrong one. That's fine. Nox. What comes to your mind?
I think what comes to Nox's mind, sorry, let me think for just 1 second. I think what comes to Nox's mind, is they think about, time they've spent on the train with the others, in their little cabin. The being together and everything, and talking about what the future holds. And Nox just kind of thinks about all the great things that Levi and Rin and Dove and Hero and Ty and Brooke and Nolan and Wilfred and Jess could do. Or Jess, Nolan and Janice. Sorry, I had a mental.
It's all good. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
But yeah, that they just think about the potential that everyone has, and they really want everyone to have a chance to see it.
You want to see it. You want to see Hero, Ophelia, Dove, Ty, all of them be who they're going to be. Would that be apt?
I think Nox, like when Nox kind of thinks about it, Nox kind of thinks like they want to see their friends reach their potential, but there's also this. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, my roommates are being loud, so I'm trying to mute strategically.
Do you think?
But yeah, so they, I think they think to themselves kind of like, I want my friends reach their potential, but if I can just ensure that future stuff, then that would be good too. Like Nox is kind of thinking like, if I die to help them have a future, then that'd probably be a good death.
Thank you very much. Ophelia, what does your mind cling to in this dark hour?
I think it clings to the memory of warmth and growing things. Primarily her hands in the grass and feeling it grow beneath her. Moss stretching over decay. And the thought of helping this death root and to help it grow, I think, is what's tethering her.
You imagine all that it could be if only it had a second chance. What might come. Thank you. Ty, what matters to you? What's keeping you here?
Ties is complicated. Expectation is one of them. He was drilled for a very long time to be something that is more than him. His curiosity is another big aspect of just learning, exploring, and figuring things out with friends, even. And that's where it really sticks. Is the people that have kind of adopted him at Hogwarts, all his friends here, have left their mark on him. And more than anything, he wants to help protect all of them. And then when he starts thinking, because I did roll a save for nightmares, I rolled 23 wisdom. And when he starts going down the logical doom treading path that usually hits Ty very strong, there's just a faint hint of butterbeer that touches him and fireworks in the sky that calms his mind.
I love it. I think that's going to be an inspo.
Aw, thank you.
I gave one earlier to Dove for a really funny thing she said.
You did? I didn't remember. Don't remember.
I didn't say it. I just gave it to you. I think I also gave one to Nox. Okay, anyway. Lastly, thank you. Lastly, Hero.
I think when Hero goes to sleep, and she is in such a stressful area, her brain does that thing where it goes like starts playing the association game. And so she's back in the summer, right before she came back and cut her hair. And there's just images of surging floodwaters, baking heat, people just like walking a stretch of road that's like filled with debris and trees and clothes and just devastation kind of everywhere. And she just remembers seeing this little girl who was alone, just walking by herself. And she kind of left from her family, who was all trying to stay together, to go and comfort this little girl and make sure that she wasn't alone and try to find her somebody else to walk with, to try to take her mind off of the flooding that had occurred, and it had been occurring for those last couple of days in that Louisiana heat. And I think Hero has just been real. I think Hero just decided in that moment that it's important to just be there for people and just have that option and have that space, because that potential to be there and be available and be a shoulder, that's important. That's survival, and that's just like life in general. So I think Hero really latches on to that idea of just ensuring that she's doing things to still be there, still make herself available, still ensure that she's doing some type of part just to keep people safe, just to keep them loved. And I think her brain really just settles on like what's important is just love. And it kind of just expands from there. And that helps her kind of sleep a little bit longer.
That was super fucking deep.
Yeah.
I'll give you inspiration, but you already have it.
Thank y'all.
All right. On that fucking awesome note, let's take our break. Be back in 10 minutes.
Ooh.
Magic and Mysterium is brought to you by caves. Go into them. There's fun stuff in there. It's fun for the whole family. Caves. If you've never tried caves before, you should try them now. Secrets abound in caves. Every child is asking their parents, "Mommy, why can't I play in the abandoned copper mine?" For just 3 small payments of $19.99, you too can play in a cave. Try caves today.
Alex, you're muted, buddy.
That was a good one too. Do your kids yearn for the mines, but you can't afford it? Come on down to Jim's Discount Caves. It's like a mine, but cheaper.
We got all kinds of caves in here.
We got squiddly doo caves, we got tight caves, you got big old caves.
We got the caves that fill up with water. We got the caves that stay completely dry. You name it.
We got stalactites, stalagmites, both. Don't remember which one's which, but we have them.
Call today and get your own free canary.
Flint and steel. Okay. Anyway. All of you guys sleep. And we all awaken to the sound of rushing water. The water has filled up about where it normally does. Right up there, a foot and a few extra inches up off of where the solid ground is. And you can hear snapping going on as those things on the ceiling are eating. You see them pulling out of the water these little crustaceans and pulling them up into their mouths.
Yummy.
Well, that makes a lot more sense than what I thought. I thought there were things hiding in here that those things would eat.
Dove, perhaps you could take one of them, Romeo says.
Oh, I would love to, but it would not. This is their natural habitat, and I'm not sure I'd be equipped to take care of them. It seems like they're mighty comfortable here, and I don't have any equipment currently to take care of them.
You don't have a ceiling for them to sit on?
Well, I suppose I do, but I have plenty other animals that I take care of and rehabilitate that probably wouldn't take too kindly to an ambush predator wanting to eat them, so.
Be your guest.
Right. You know what? That makes sense. I'll let that slide. Besides, sometimes things are just best left where they are. Well, leave no trace, right?
A trace of what?
No, leave no trace.
Because I will be leaving quite a few traces of myself around here. I do hope they grow. It would be cool to be in 2 different planes of existence at once.
Well, I suppose you are naturally a decomposer. It's a little bit different than, say, if a human were to live here, so. Hail and well met, I guess.
I either become a thriving part of the ecosystem or an invading force.
Right. Well, at the very least, you should do well in a cave like this. It's a moist, kind of dark space, and those it tends to be good for fungi to thrive.
That's what
Although-
Ophelia was telling me.
Although it usually is in warm spaces, but I suppose you are a little bit more resilient. than
It's
the other
warm
kind
in
of-
here. That's the thing.
Oh,
It's
all
very
right.
warm in here.
Well. Here's to the biodiversity of the unseen realm, I guess.
Ophelia, you don't mind, do you?
Mind what?
That I leave parts of myself behind? Big Romeo is currently the one doing it. You can see him taking off some like a clef of himself and then like crushing it up and letting it fall down here.
Well, if you aren't going to disrupt the natural ecosystem, then I don't see
Well,
why
I
not.
must become a part of it at the very least.
Right.
I don't think he's. I think he's fine. I don't think he's disrupting much of anything here.
You all already disrupted it when Ty killed one of them.
That is true.
I was trying to save Hero. Thank you very much. Good morning, by the way.
Did you think I was calling you a murderer?
Yes.
No, you were the prey. The prey fighting back is never an issue.
That is true. Self-defense is fair game. Even a rat will swipe at a cat if it's backed into a corner.
Are you calling Ty a rat?
No, I didn't mean it.
Even a bloody rat.
That came out wrong. I apologize. But don't get me wrong, it does look like you were weaned off a persimmon, but I think that calling you a rat might have been a little bit hyperbolic.
Did I when I nearly got eaten, did I just wake up and start saying mean things to everyone? No?
More like a, if anything, more like, like a mouse. Like Tom and Jerry.
What the fuck is Tom and Jerry?
I have no idea.
Well,
I think those were the names of the 2 goldfish in my house. We're off. All of you, carry your things high above your head. Your shoes will get wet, so I might recommend going barefoot, at least to the entrance.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
Fine by me. I used to go noodling. I can handle rolling up my pants.
You've gone noodling?
Of course.
I don't think I want to hear that about you and Janice.
I was trying to ignore it.
I don't
As
know
Ty
what
would-
that is, and I don't want to know, Janice says.
Exactly.
It's hand fishing. Actually, that
Oh.
makes it worse. In fact,
I said I don't know what that is, and I don't want to know.
I feel like Nox is looking at Dove right now with just a look on their face that's like basically like, please explain it more. Give me more material to work with.
Tell us in excruciating detail how you go noodling.
I'm gonna start walking.
why does no one want to hear about me noodle? God
No,
forbid people talk about a girl talk about her fishing.
Janice, are you just gonna take that?
Like Janice got called a fish. God. Janice just rolls her eyes. I don't think she can handle it.
Janice is not a fish. I don't know what animal she would be, but she's not a fish. Probably something delicate and elegant like a butterfly.
You know, I have been thinking about that recently.
What animals would you be?
Yeah, I mean, there's a ritual for it, Animagus ritual. I was thinking
My
maybe
goodness,
after
you're not trying
this.
that, are you? The Kellyak says, as you guys reach the entrance to the cave and are pulling out of it. There's a big river of water coming down.
Well, I don't know heads or tails from that. What's animagus? Oh, you know what? I think my cousin's one of those. He doesn't
Ophelia,
like to talk about it.
should we finish what we're doing here today, it would not be an issue for you. You will not need to become an animagus. Terrible name.
I think it's fun. And it'd be fun to have a group. It would help us with this whole quest thing.
The animagus ritual was taken by old druids back in the day. We had a way of going about it, of imbuing ourselves. The wizards took it and bastardized it to their own use, made it a single use. Single animal. My goodness. They never got the hang of it.
So is there like a magic that lets you change into any animal, ma'am?
Well,
Miss?
obviously.
Would anyone
Isn't
be
it
able
fairly
to do...
clear? I mean, you can Veraverto anything into a gerbil should you wish to. Why not yourself? Too complicated? Come now.
Professor Dildro would have a field day talking to you.
I'm interested myself, but I think I'm too terrified to ask you.
That's a terribly
So-
unfortunate name.
Yeah, it is.
I just got that.
Brooke
Before Brooke
start
says her
saying the thing
thing-
that you need to think. He's been trying to
Before
say
Brooke
something.
says her thing, I'll just talk about what it looks like so we can start moving. So the landscape around you, all the ice has been melting away quite quickly. There's like heat that's coming up from the ground, and it's causing it all to go away. And we're once again back in that forest, and now you're starting to understand why it was so muddy every time. And the in maybe an hour or two, you'll start getting that mist that comes back. The mist that turns into the ice. It's this constant cycle. But the Kellyak will lead in a certain direction and have Nox lead the group, but we'll tell them where to go. Them where to go. Dove? I say Dove. Ophelia?
So, this true ritual that the druids used to do, would anyone be able to do it, or just druids?
Only a druid. That is why the wizards never figured it out. It requires connection to nature. Not arcanum. Like I said, bastardized. Made it work. How many of those people who tried to become Animagi fail? Why do you think? It's not a very well made one-to-one. With my power, you'll be able to change into anything. Anything of the natural world, at least.
But only a failure, right?
She looks over toward Hero. Only a druid.
Which is an offer you extend probably to Ophelia and maybe another, but not to the rest of us who are more native, so to speak. It's all right. I'm just inquiring. You don't seem to have a very high view of wizards one way or another, and I'll respect that.
I made the deal with Ophelia. We would do this, and we would do it together. I'm following up on that. She's certainly earning herself. I'm certain that the magic will come very quickly to you. You're already without it, becoming attuned. Innately. I think it's a good thing.
Druids used to have circles, didn't they? Sort of like the modern idea of covens.
Your point. You're treading very, very You're treading on thin ice there, Ophelia.
I suppose I'll save the topic for a later date.
No, you can definitely talk about it. I want you to, out of character.
Well, everything I've done and I've accomplished with these people here. They're the ones who helped me get to Gloomshroud. They're the ones who are helping us now. And without Hero, I would have never made the breakthrough to discover the antidote for the death root. If I had to pick anyone to be in a druidic circle with, it would be these people. And you know that they have respect for the natural world. You've seen what Dove is capable of. Ty is constantly searching for ancient magics and has such respect for them. Nox is the heart.
No.
I'm not certain all of them would take to it the same way you would. It'd be harder for you all.
I think they should be able to take the challenge if they want, of course.
I have seen a very surprising amount of restraint. Any other wizards I know would have chosen to kill all of the ceiling crawlers. All of you actually care. I've been trying to discern as to if it's some kind of show or not for me, but it seems that you've had some good friends next year, she says, looking at Ophelia, to help shape you.
The very best.
If we get through this, and with Ophelia's recommendation, I'll hold that in high regard.
I think Ophelia is trying very hard not to like squeal or get excited with Hero and everyone. So she's just going to like do a very tight smile and look ahead.
Bounce.
Yeah.
Speaking of, as Ophelia said, ancient magics, myths, do you prefer Miss, Lady, or Queen? Honestly, I haven't figured that out yet.
Well, seeing as I am neither of any of those things,
I'm just gonna try to do better.
you may call me Carsten. Witch of Carsten, the Kellyak, if you wish. But Queen of Winter, well, that kind of came about in an odd way. It's a long time ago.
Would love that story at some point. Oh, sorry.
Well, when old people's... Back in the day, very, very long time ago, people in Scotland had their difficulties getting through the winter. Every single year there was death that followed with it. As is natural, but humans, they have such a drive to live. With their added intelligences, they really do all they can. Little villages, shelters, fire, everything they can to push back the inevitable. At first I thought it was foolish, ridiculous even. It seemed like too much work. They would use more calories creating all of these things than I knew they could replenish over the year, and year after year I came to understand why. They were building something. Not for themselves, but for their children and the children's children. I appreciated it. I kept my distance. But one can only stay so distant for so long. I came upon a dying couple in the middle of a blizzard. A young child with them. They saw me in my true form, walking amidst the trees. And the man did not draw his sword, his dagger. It revealed me like a god. Fell down at my feet and begged for mercy. I had not threatened them. I felt pity. I whisked them away to somewhere warmer. I changed the tides of the winds, allowed them a respite, allowed them to live, as was within my power. I thought that would be it. But it wasn't long until they came back. Next winter, asking for my help. I told them I can't be going out here and doing this every year. It's not a job I'm interested in, and they offered me much. It's what they could offer. It wasn't so much about what it was that they were offering. It was that they were offering it willingly. Sometimes much of what they even had. That kind of sacrifice. You can't help but respect it. So I helped go close with some communities, and they continued to see me as a thing to be feared and respected. Some even laughed, the young children, so unashamed. And so I became the Queen of Winter, the goddess. I'm no goddess. I'm just a woman. Not even that. Sometimes I myself forget. I am a being of light. And I've walked this lands for many, many years. It has been my privilege. But I can be wrong. Many times I am wrong. I know not where the future fully brings us. I know not what is in your heart. I just do with the power that I have what I can. And it pains me to see others with such power squander it. Use it selfishly. There's so many people that you could be there for, that you could help, Because at the beginning of all of this, at least in this area, without me, I think much of the original populations of this land would be very thin. Very thin indeed. That's your explanation.
That's a lot to take in and think about, and means your words earlier mean a lot more, actually. I feel like you should feel really proud then if you're able to. Yeah, this is. Thank you. You didn't have to say that to me, but I appreciate it.
The failure was actually one of the things I feel I've been wrong about, she says.
Really?
Oh, yes, when I first met you, I heard the name Ollivander, and I immediately thought, well, another wizard. And yes, you're touched by the Fae, touched by dryads. And yet, I took you to be a student of Hogwarts, somebody that had already pushed yourselves deep into their distantly related, nothing more. But no. You are more than just the optimist. There is a drive, motivation for good, not for self-interest. That matters.
Thank you. It means a lot coming from you.
Now, what do I know?
A great deal more than any of us.
Now, as long as you don't forget that, we'll all be in a good position with each other. Isn't that right, Hero?
Yeah, old lady's always right.
You can't call someone old.
I think I've reached a point with her. Well, I don't think she'll kill me, so I think I'm pretty safe. See, she didn't react.
Speaking of,
go ahead.
Speaking of being touched by the Fae and all of these different planes and everything, is our magic going to be affected since we've been here? Now that I think about it,
Shouldn't be. Not certain. I've never helped humans into here before.
the magic here that I can see is weird.
Yes. Magic of death. Of darkness, of the decay. The end of things. Either by destruction or more. It's not just with life, you see. Even rocks have their own destruction. Minds, eyes, all of it. Wrapped up into one.
I don't. Pardon me for assuming, but I don't exactly think it would be our magic that would be affected by this. We are, as wizards, supposedly conduits for Arcanum. That's where we get our magic from. This is a different source, unless we
But
start
you're
channeling
wielding
through
it unlike you normally do. You're not channeling it through Arcanum.
That's true.
You're using it raw.
My worry is that I do know of things that come from here that don't warp magic, but they can warp people. the thing I was talking about earlier. I don't much like talking about it too much, but I think it might come from here, and it's spectral, I mentioned, but partially. Only partially. It finds vulnerable humans, main prey, seeks them out, and possesses them. Takes over their bodies and corrupts their soul, and it gets hungry. And it eats.
Ty, how you doing?
Sorry, I forgot that Ty is like absolutely horrified by things.
That was
Ty? How are you doing?
He might have stepped away.
yeah. He might have.
Oh,
That or
I
he's
heard
struggling
him.
to unmute. I don't know.
I thought I heard him. I thought I heard him laugh. It's too bad. Well, this place mirrors our own. You'd have to go across some kind of ocean in order to get there.
Oh, thank God.
No, no. What you need to be worried about are the sprites. The willow
what?
wisps.
Oh my goodness. I love
the
willow
jack-o'-lantern?
wisps.
Oh, those are here.
They're not fun. They lead people off paths into drowned lakes.
Why are you guys fangirling over Willow?
They're cute.
They're adorable.
Not here, they're not.
Horrifying, but adorable.
If I see one on my way in, I'll point it out.
Thank you.
You guys walk for a while. She made a perception check. A few hours in. Up there. Out there. She immediately points far out. And you can see, you see a little, like a light coming nearby. And then you see it illuminate something. It is in a lantern of some kind of creature holding a staff and moving through the land. It's like bloated with
Maybe it's
multiple arms and legs.
Maybe it's a friar.
Apologies. My apologies, sir.
What you see is essentially the pretty light on the end, like an anglerfish.
Oh.
Pretty light, they said. Pretty light.
I just.
She's sick of y'all.
I just think they're cute.
I just.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute! No, they're not.
I just think they're nice to look at.
It's like the fish that go to the anglerfish, like to the light, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, look, it's so cute! Let's move it around."
I wasn't gonna walk up to it. I was just gonna stare from a distance.
I'm more of an admire from afar kind of person.
God, can a girl look at a pretty light?
Like, if you ever see them again in real life, you're just gonna remember something else connected to that thing.
I mean, Hero's stupid. She'll probably react the same, but
over the ridge, you guys come up on a higher portion and look down into a valley, and you see something huge. There's light coming from it. Pale orange, flickering like flame, illuminating the place around it. Let me show you. Here we all are. Big boy, little boy, everyone else.
Ooh.
You guys see a huge fucking tree that is rising up out of the ground. It dwarfs any of the forest around it. Its boughs dead and withered. And in the center of it, a large crack with fire burning from within it.
Is that what we're
How
looking
is
for?
that? Oh, go ahead, Knox.
Oh, I was just Knox is just gonna say, is that what we're looking for?
No, it's one of the other ones. Obviously, this is what we're looking for.
How?
Obviously, this is what we're looking for.
No,
How?
I think Knox will say, "This isn't my home dimension. You'll have to excuse me."
You say that like it's mine. How many times do I?
Hey, what the fuck is Romeo?
Yeah,
Guys,
there's very
hey,
little of the original body left. He's kind of
fucking
overgrown
hell.
it.
Jesus Christ.
Are we? Wait, we're taking him home like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We don't have a choice. Like, where's he supposed to go?
We are gonna leave him here. Right?
We can't leave him.
Actually, well, he could assimilate everything else.
He could turn this into like the Mushroom Island on Minecraft.
What is wrong with you?
I don't hate the idea.
All right,
The
everyone.
mushroom plane of existence.
Let's go over our plan one last time.
We have a plan?
I'm sorry, what?
I thought we were just like gonna chat with them.
We usually just, get to the place and then we get the post.
Yeah, okay, I got one. I'm gonna need a fishing rod, 800 wheels of cheese, a springboard,
God,
some brass knuckles,
are there
and a
cheese?
Were you doing the
mongoose.
firework plan? I love mongoose.
I can get about half of that.
You can get 400 cheesemongers?
Cheese
No,
wheels.
cheese wheels specifically. It's got to
you get
be
us
Cheesemongers
some
would be
mongoose?
the
harder.
people who.
So you can get 400 cheese wheels? You can hold
800
them out.
actually.
Well, she says she can get half, so I'm
All
assuming
right,
it's
no,
400.
half ain't good enough.
I mean, it would take me a bit of a walk, but yes.
Oh, we're gonna come back to that.
I just would have hoped that all of you would have had more of a plan than
Well, I thought
walk up and
Ophelia
say
had the
hello.
plan.
Well, I didn't
Ophelia
know what
said
this
that she
place
had a
looked
plan.
like. I didn't know what this place looked like.
You're
Whenever
the one who wanted to heal it.
Oh yeah, I have
You
the
and
salve
Hero.
to put on it.
I mean, yeah,
That's wonderful.
we're
How
gonna
do
like
we do that
lovingly
without
molest it a little
talking
bit,
to it?
and then we're gonna talk.
You know
to
how all of you die and you show up here as yourselves?
Oh, that's what's gonna. Oh,
It's a bit of a different experience, so you don't see this.
Like-
You see whatever else you're meant to see. These
mm.
mists get you, freeze you in time. This one lived before I did, and it has been here, and it has sprouted this forest around it. It is supposed to be dead, long since dead.
Yeah.
If I were to liken it to any of your relationships, I would say it's like looking at a mother. Corpse of one. If you say that you can bring it back, I want to be there, and I want to help. I have a certain connection with it. That will help.
Well,
We'll need to turn it first, then I will have some sway.
well then we certainly need to get up to the thing.
I guarantee you
Or
that
let's
if we
take
move
a
any
step
closer,
forward.
it will notice us. We are too alive, especially me, she says.
Well, someone could. This is going to be an incredibly stupid plan, but I'll consider this a plan Z if we run out of options. Ophelia, you can give me the potion that you have, and then Romeo can pick me up and throw me at it.
Why are you being thrown specifically?
As an
Because
alternative, I could swallow Ophelia, and she could use me like armor.
Oh, wow.
so pilotly, you like a Gundam?
That
don't
one
know
didn't
how I
quite
know what a
translate
Gundam
correctly.
is.
I'm not sure what that means.
I didn't think you knew that word.
Yeah.
I think I've been hanging
Here's
out
the
with Rin
thing.
too much.
He doesn't know any words. He's just in your brainstem. But Gundam was just a little bit too abstract of a concept for him to understand.
I've been hanging out with Rin too much. I hear and Levi talk about it all the time.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
We have another problem too. Ty points at the center of that tree.
I didn't grab you. I thought there you are.
What's the other problem?
That looks like the other piece of the eternal flame. Maybe it is the eternal flame.
The eternal flame, as you know it, comes from this when it was alive.
Oh, so that's it.
The two work well together because they are the same entity.
What?
It completes the circuit.
But that's people. Oh, I have a headache.
Do you need an Ambien?
How do you have
No.
Ambien? You had Ambien this whole time?
Oh, yeah. Did you need one?
I might after this.
Ophelia,
So,
make me a herbology check.
okay. The fuck is my herbology? Okay, whatever. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna use my inspo just because I know I can do better.
There we
33.
go.
All right. All your ideas about the death route, the observations you made, the deductions that you did are now confirmed. With this, have you ever seen a tree burning on the inside but not the out? Not yet. That is the death route. You see, the original tree died during the fucking meteor swarm that killed the dinosaurs. It burnt a lot of the planet to cinder, including these big trees. And of course, they're magical and they're sentient, so it did everything it could to protect itself. But what happened was it got an internal fire. And so what it's been trying to do is it can't put out the fire. It doesn't have any of those kinds of tools. Instead, it's just been growing around it and trying to rejuvenate anything around it. And so it is caught in this like the moment before death. It's caught in that. That's why it's growing. That's why it's siphoning life and whatnot, is because it is trying to delay its inevitable death. Even if you were to change it, this fire would still be at the heart of it. putting out the fire would be important. But perhaps a living one might have the power to do so. Or even then, perhaps the Keliak might be able to do so if it's alive.
The fire needs to be stopped before the burn can be treated. It's like an infection.
Do you think a really strong wind would put it out?
Like
Wind
Ventus?
can feed fire.
I mean, no, we would have to have a massive wind. Like, all of us would have to be able to cast it. And even then, I wouldn't be able to say that that wouldn't just stoke the thing.
Right.
I could use my bigger body, and I could stamp it out. Stamp,
You-
stamp, stamp.
You'd sooner burn
Stab,
up.
stamp.
You'd sooner burn up, sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no on that. I wish we could get Gomenti to work here.
I'm not sure that would even work. This is labeled as an artifact that is rivaling Nolan's staff. I don't think normal spell work will do. Now, there should be a core to it, though. If I get close enough, I might be able to see it. Maybe.
Seeing it might not be enough. If you see it, if you're close enough to see it, you're close enough to get hurt by it. So unless we have some sort of plan where you're able to enact it with pinpoint accuracy and reflexes.
There is nearby a golden glow from far behind you. You see a silhouette in the mist. It's faint, like that of a ghost. And there is a little golden glow from behind it, shining like a little beacon. Again. And walking out from behind Nolan
Oh, ghoul!
steps into the scene.
He didn't.
Oh my god!
It worked?
The new Nolan mini.
He's kind of hot.
This is the epic Nolan mini.
Kind of hot. He's finally. I mean, he was doing it for me before, but he's fine.
Jess made it, by the way.
God, Jess,
Thank you for
Yeah,
your
it
service,
Thank you for your
Jess.
service, Queen.
I know how to make him look good.
Also, remember that all of my minis, like my original minis, I had to make, and that was before you could like manipulate the face.
That makes sense. I mean, like, they're so great, but like, you know, he's just like hot.
We should update.
I'll make him see things he's never seen before.
He walks up. Does anybody fucking say anything?
You leave. No,
Do you say something like that to Ophelia when he walks up? Like,
need you to I need
Honestly,
you to not.
damn it. All right, fine. Nostradamus.
Wow. Okay.
Did you get to work?
Well, you didn't really know where you were going to be ending up, so I've been searching for a while. Actually,
Wait,
I found the
Wait,
death route.
wait.
I've been waiting here.
How long have you been here?
You tell us something only the real Nolan would know. I played these games before. Don't try me.
Okay. There was one time where we were on the train, and you gave me your phone to look through, your new smartphone, and I found the Safari browser on it.
Okay, all right, never
And-
mind, never.
No, keep going.
No, we don't need that. We don't need. That's fine. He's fine. He's good.
I not
Did she look up girls kissing again?
Nox is say that's not good enough. We all know what Dove does.
What? No, you don't.
She had forgotten to delete her internet history, and I had found my way there.
Wait,
Do you need me to recount the titles, or
I think that
Wait.
is good enough.
Nox will say. No, I think
Ophelia,
Nox will say it's like I know that you're just repeating a story one of us told you because why would you be looking at a phone?
Oh, that's
I've
right.
been
You
learning
can't.
how to read. Ophelia's been teaching me.
Phones don't exactly have braille on them.
I can still see at times.
he has a spell for it, Nox.
And you used it to look at a phone?
He used it to look at girls kissing because he looked it up on my phone, and that's why it's in my internet browser history.
You freaky fucking frogs.
See?
Stop bullying him. He came all this way. She's gonna go over to him and like put a hand on his shoulder. Like
Your hand goes through him. I would give you a hug too, but I'm a little indisposed, I guess. Right now, I am sitting in the abandoned wing, just crisscross applesauce.
I suppose I'll have to do with being able to gaze upon your features like a statue. Untouchable.
All right, Pygmalion. Shut the hell up.
I've been waiting out here for a while, hoping you guys would show up. Finally, I find you. Yeah, it's a scary motherfucker, isn't it?
That's pretty bad.
Hello, Romeo. And Big Romeo. Hi.
Don't start any fights with him while you're here.
Why would I start? Why would I
You guys-
start fights with a fungus?
We
You
know you're
always-
insanely jealous of his riz.
You always get into arguments with him.
Well, that's because he doesn't know anything. He's like
He's a baby.
he's yeah, exactly. Well, he talks like a human. If you could talk to a baby like you could to just like an adult, you get mad at him too.
He is 12 days old.
I give him a pass.
Today is my 13th day.
Happy 13th day.
Lucky number 13.
Almost 2 weeks.
Today is my second day.
Wait, I just saw the jackalope on Dove sing. That is so cute.
Yeah, Dove made a lot of things.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
It's pretty fire.
That's so fucking cute. Sorry, I just noticed that.
I worked really hard on it, so thank you.
Hell yeah.
It's super cute.
Right, what were we talking about? It was something important.
We need to put out the fire.
Right, that's what it is.
Yeah. Also, why can't we go closer to the thing?
Burn us, fire burn. Burn us.
No, I mean like in
No,
general.
it'll know that we're here.
Oh yeah, and these are its trees, so I'm assuming that just means more death root, and it will kill us immediately, probably,
Oh,
most
I see.
likely.
Nolan, you have any ideas on how to put out a fire that has been going since before the dawn of humanity?
Time immemorial.
I don't think it's as much as the special of the fire as it is special of the fuel. Fire will continue on if it has the ability to do so. If it has the will. But I might have an idea. It would involve me and Hero, though.
Huh?
As you can see, I am here.
Oh, that.
Apparently, cosmic magic is still available here.
But I mean, yeah. Oh, oh, that could. Do you want me to come to where you are?
I think, Hero, that you should be able to cast a fair bit of spells using cosmic magic.
I mean, yeah, but none of my spells do put out fires. They more like make big booms. And let me look at my spell list. I don't think I have anything that would help here.
You know more about cosmic magic than I do. I may wield it, but you have a greater understanding. As I understand, you have an astrolabe.
I have an astral.
Hero,
What's
it
that?
hits you. He's on the right track. It's not cosmic magic that's going to help, though. Maybe him. It's a different form of magic that doesn't require arcanum, but uses just the natural world. It channels you and the power that you have. You know what that is, right?
Are you referring to the bags I made?
Hoodoo.
Oh,
With hoodoo, you can do just about anything.
that's
But what is hoodoo all about? What do they call the practitioners of it? Workers.
root worker.
You might be able to, through that, be able to quell the fire, healing the wound.
Ophelia,
Mm-hmm.
you have this. You have the ingredients that the Kaliak gave you, like that bag of shit, right?
I made it into the south.
You also have like other. Do you have like any? Okay.
Well, I mean, Hero, we found a bunch before you came in. Remember, you even got grave dirt.
Oh yeah, I got a little bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of would it be? It wouldn't be a modal studies role, right?
No. I don't think that there would be much of a role here, per se. I think that this is very unique to you, and that you think that there could be something done. If you were over at the base of that tree, you could probably do it.
Oh, wait. Couldn't I just hold on? The main concern here is that we're concerned that when we alert the tree to us being here, it's gonna do some fuck shit. And we're gonna have to like.
Oh,
fight a
you're
bunch of
nearly Garen fucking Teed. I mean,
Yeah.
you've already seen like these death roots begin to grow when like blood hit the ground and shit. Like it can feel living things. And do you think it's going to like if it feels living things near it? No. It's
How
most active out here.
how far are we from it? Like, could I like guesstimate?
Pretty damn far.
We're probably like a pretty good distance. Oh, it's pretty far.
You guys are 200 feet away.
Oh, Jesus. It's far as fuck. Okay.
I'm somebody
Okay,
that we can sacrifice, Nolan says. I mean, I don't think that it hurting me here is going to do anything but sever my connection. I could bait it.
I also have a thing I can do to keep us safe. I've only done it once before, and I don't know if it would work on these. Would a radius of 30 feet cover all of us?
Definitely. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Second question: does the death root count as a creature?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Addendum. I need 15 feet instead of 30. Is
Yeah,
that
I
still-
actually gave you 15 feet.
Oh, I love you. Okay. Then yeah. I'm gonna cast. Wait, no, I shouldn't cast. No, it lasts for 10 minutes. I'm gonna cast Stellaro while we're standing here. Then.
Give us the flavor for that.
All right. Hero, upon realizing that the best thing that she can do here is literally just be true to herself right now and just do the things that she knows she can do. She'll like start rubbing her hands together to produce that ignis flame in her hands. And as she's rubbing, like the flame grows hotter and it kind of like goes from just her palms to like the tips of her fingers until like her whole hand is kind of engulfed in those white hot flames. And then right when it's getting to like a almost blazing inferno, she'll blow into her hands, and just as it expands, just white hot flame kind of goes over all of you and then starts encompassing you like a gyroscope. And she'll just go, I think if I hold this up, I can mitigate some of the damage and make it so that it won't get to us as fast, but we won't be able to move. Well, everybody would just have to keep up. And I can't really cast anything else because I'll just be doing this. Because essentially what that spell does is if anything crosses that threshold, it'll take the damage and it'll also slow its speed. So
it's like Spirit Guardians.
Yeah. So the good thing is I can at least keep it from like getting too close to us, but at the same time, if it gets past that threshold and it can still hit us, then you guys have my mojo bag still, so you have like 2 layers. But like once that second layer goes, it's kind of like tits up, and we got like theoretically it's gonna take at least minimum 4 rounds. Bless you.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh my
Bless
god,
you.
bless
Oh
you.
my goodness.
Okay.
Allergy season.
It's a bitch. Bless you. Oh, poor
Oh
baby.
my god, he's dying.
Oh my god.
Honey, are you
Are you
okay?
good?
No.
Okay. Oh no. Yeah, like I was saying, it'll take at least 4 rounds for us to get there minimum if we like just nonstop and just don't not stop moving.
What do you
It's not
mean 4 rounds?
well like we move
200 feet? That's more than 4.
how many what's our movement speed? It's 30? Oh, it's more
30.
than I
30.
can't count.
We dash at 60, but that would mean like
That'd be in
literally
action.
no action.
Everyone's action. Yeah.
True. So yeah. So not realistically. So realistically, in a world in which we all dash, it's like maybe 4, but that's not gonna happen. But yeah, I just have a spell up that's like just like Spirit Guardians for 10 minutes. So we got like
Be 5. It'd still be 5 rounds.
yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna be a quick
4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Yep.
Yep.
I mean,
Okay.
5 rounds, that wouldn't. I think it's 10 rounds to make a full minute, or 6.
Yeah. So like if it takes us 5, then I can still like I'll still have it up for a little bit. It's just we preferably we'd have to start moving sooner rather than later, but then
So how long is this spell for?
this spell is 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, give me a second.
I guarantee you, I'm not going to, the time limit won't get up unless we specifically say that we're waiting for some reason.
Yeah, the time limit is 10 minutes. As long as I can get over there.
Because all those really, really mean is that 10 minutes means that it lasts for a significant amount of time
Yes.
in game. 1 minute means it lasts for one encounter, essentially.
would be-
6 seconds is one round, obviously, and then an hour is like for a whole scene or day in the in game. Or if it's 12-hour, then it's supposed to last the whole session.
Well, 6 seconds. 6 seconds in a round, 10 minutes. That would be 100 rounds. So we're good. Like if we start now and we're not waiting for something,
Yeah, we should be
we're
fine.
good.
I feel like I've been woman's-plained. It's okay.
Well, just easier, just to say like, oh yeah, it's 100 rounds. We got
Shut up,
100
man
rounds
thing.
in us. That was the most blatant I've ever heard.
A fucking woman's plane. I'm like, I'm sorry, I genuinely something possessed me.
This is like when I'm on my shit and I'm like trying to explain him.
The head like twisted around 360 and went, "Shut up."
I respected it.
You guys don't ever see it, or it never happens. There's like moments where I like am trying to explain a concept and he goes like, "Oh, I know." Like cuts me off in the middle of me trying to explain it, and it just like completely deflates me. Like
It doesn't happen very
feel-
often, okay?
No, it's not very often, but it's like, all right, just say that I'm annoying and that you hate me.
And sometimes I'm just like, "You want to? Okay, yeah, just say a thing, okay? Yeah, maybe I'll learn something new."
Maybe I'll learn something new is more insulting.
You'll always learn something new.
That's crazy.
He doesn't want me to talk just to talk. He needs me to say something worthwhile in order for me to talk.
This is so bad.
You're only allowed to
hate
talk
men.
if you.
This is so bad.
If I say something worthwhile. Otherwise,
Exactly.
he cuts me off and he says, "We're gonna move on."
Yeah.
move
I say we're not allowed to talk about this anymore. Actually,
This is all hyperbole, except for the part where he cuts me off sometimes. It's like, "Oh, honey, I already know." I'm like, "Okay, fine, kill me." Obviously, I'm a waste of space.
Okay, fine. Shoot
Obviously,
me in
you
the
hate me. You don't like
fucking
hearing
foot, I
me.
guess.
I just want to save you time. That's all.
It's not saving me time.
No, don't
God
say
forbid a girl talks.
Cherish the time that you have.
Right? I'm glad that we're on the same page here, Brooke.
Jeez. Ooh, wait, I can do necrotic. Oh, necrotic damage wouldn't do shit to this. Also, I'm not evil. Never mind. Oh,
Also,
you know
I'm
what?
not evil. That's so funny.
That's a lot of there's most of the damage that deals necrotic damage specifically is evil.
I literally read it and I was like, oh, that's cool. But I was like, oh, fuck, hero's not evil yet? Question mark.
Okay.
Yet is crazy.
We also got to remember that the Keliak is defenseless.
That's also why I was like, let me go ahead and put up.
We gotta
but I
put
know
her in
she
the
also
middle
has
of
one
the
of my-
group.
I know she has one of my mojo bags too, though, so she should be fine.
We're gonna get down, Mr. President.
Yeah. She can't die. She literally can't. Like, not good. Also, I'm just gonna go on ahead and upcast it with the 4th level slot, because whenever someone's gonna fucking use it, all it does, it just bumps it up to like 4d8 radiant damage. So
What level is it normally cast at?
it's normally a 3rd level, but I'm just gonna upcast it because, like,
To
why
4th?
the
You
hell
said?
not? Sorry?
You said to 4th?
Yeah. It doesn't change like the radius or anything. It
Well,
just, like,
I'm changing the radius.
Oh, I love you. It just ups the damage. Yay!
20 feet
More
instead of
bubble.
15.
Okay. Hell yeah. I'd love
Big
that.
wobble.
Big wobble.
What color do you want?
Ooh, Ty, what color should I do? You pick.
I like that dark blue Ravenclaw baby. I'm just kidding. I think it has to be yellow for you guys. I think it's just. I think that's just bylaws.
That is kind of dope.
Divination
That's
color.
kind of dope.
Piss orb.
Piss orb.
Piss orb. Piss orb. Everyone in the piss orb. We're
Piss
in
orb.
piss radius,
Everybody in
boys.
piss orb.
Max. We're piss maxing now.
Piss Maxima. Wait.
Piss maxim. Okay, we need Knox up at the front.
Oh, Jesus.
Knox.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
20. We got
let's
20
get
minutes. Let's actually get like a plan together.
yeah,
Just-
let's get like a marching order. Like Knox at the
Just
front,
this way.
Nolan
You're
at
my-
the front.
You're my favorite person. Piss orb is Piss Maxima goes crazy.
Maybe big guy, big Romeo at the front.
Yeah.
How
Kellyak
many
in the
hit
middle,
points does Big
obviously.
Romeo have?
Mhm.
Huh?
How many hit points does Big Romeo have?
Also that,
Who
yeah.
knows?
No.
Okay, okay, okay.
Well,
More than little Romeo.
that's
Oh, shut the
fine.
fuck up. Okay.
Where's the little Romeo in the middle with the Kellyak?
The Kellyak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll hold her hand like a walking a granny
Aw.
across the street.
Yeah, he's getting his Boy Scout.
Oh,
Put
That's
me
so
a little
cute.
bit. Put me in the front, like, or yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tie probably between Dove and the Kellyak, just so he can also call out things with his eyes.
Well,
See if he sees
someone
things
has to be on
coming.
the other side, so
That's
it
fine.
would
That
be
you can put him there. That's fine.
yeah. Okay, Philia, you in the back because you're the payload.
Yeah, I'm the payload.
Well,
Yeah,
you
have
got the
you have
potion.
thing. You have the
Oh,
potion.
shit.
No, I just like you referred to me like I was some Overwatch objective.
You don't. Whatever. It's fine.
Like I'm an object to you.
I almost said something absolutely foul about you, and I want to apologize.
No,
You didn't
no.
hear it.
What
I
was
can't
it?
wait to hear it. Say it. Say it.
Every time you say that, I desperately need to hear it.
I realize it would be
Smite
better.
should
I don't
stop
know. Yes, Hero.
What'd
It
you
would be
say?
better if you were like up further,
I was thinking that. Do I need to be like up in the front a little bit?
like swap. You're like, hey, Ty, move.
I guess I'm sitting next to the cat. Okay. That's cool. Actually, that makes sense, I guess.
There, that gives us a whole extra 5 feet.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, so this formation puts our best fighters slash most expendable fighters in the front. It puts the Kellyak in the middle. It puts like our good like your thinkers or strategists and our payload at the back. I think it's good.
This is
We
a-
can all
that's-
tank one hit
Ooh, that's
from
like a
it
really,
too.
really fucked up thought. I only have 50 hit points. This is gonna be fun. Okay, this is fun.
I can't speak.
Oh right, you.
You all begin to feel a little more sickly. You feel a rumble at the ground. It always starts this way. Something moving deep below. You feel it. Something's coming. Do you begin your run?
Right before we do, can I invoke Astral Self? Because it's not a spell.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna do healing spells don't work in this game anyway. That's upsetting.
Yeah.
Um
If they're a spell.
Yeah, healing spells don't work, so I won't do healing. I'll just do Form of the Dragon actually.
Okay, what does that do?
Essentially it makes it so that I can't roll. Well, okay. When you make an intelligence or wisdom check or constitution saving throw, I can't roll lower than a 10.
All right, if you're locking that in, then I'll. Oh, I wish it was smaller.
Oh,
I
little baby
really
dragon.
wish it was smaller. I want to make like a little marker for you. I have some other dragons. Oh, I got Big Chungus.
Big Chungus.
I think his name was like Glumtrow or something like that. I have the Nazgul.
You have the Nazgul. You actually have
Have
a
it.
Nazgul.
That's not bad of a size.
Actually,
I just want to
love
make a little
that.
marker to know
Violet,
which
it's
one you do.
not a Nazgul. That's not the name of it. It's like a fell.
Oh
creature.
right, it's a fell
They
beast.
ride. Yeah, it's a fell beast.
Yeah, the riders of the Nazgul.
Actually,
Get women's brain, bitch.
yeah, fuck you.
I want that on a mug. I need that on a
There we
sticker.
go. This is the one I wanted. Because that'll be a good marker to kind of tell us which form you have.
Hell yeah.
We'll just go right above you. Form of the dragon. Any other prep work that anyone wants to do?
I would like to give the hag one of my girding potions.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
It is a exceptional girding potion. I will also give Ty an exceptional girding potion because I know your ass needs it.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Deserved.
Just
So exceptional. I'm pretty sure that's 8d4 plus 8.
Okay, do you want me to roll for the hags?
Sure. And then Ty, you can roll for yours.
8d4 plus 8, did you say?
Mm-hmm. I'm fairly certain, yes.
27.
damn.
There we go. Ember Chode, I think,
Ty, roll for your fucking hit points.
was the name of that dragon.
Nice.
What the
Ty, what did you do?
Ty.
Ty, what just happened? What just... It's like you rolled a bunch of quarters. Like you flipped a bunch of quarters and they were all heads.
I mean, that second roll is pretty good.
Holy shit.
I'm struggling a little. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's
You're
okay.
fine. You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing amazing.
35. Those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fours. Holy cow! Sorry, wait. What was the total? 35. 35. All right. Anything else?
Give me one moment just to look over my potions to see if I need to hand out anything else.
You could have also made something last night too.
That's true.
Word. Okay. What about that? Sorry,
That's word.
I'm potioneering over here. I'm actually.
I'm
putting some
potioneering.
thought-
I'm potioneering.
Yeah,
She's going
I'm
through
putting
her
some thought into
personal
my
life.
subclass features right now. Give me a minute.
I'm consulting the ancient text.
The ancient text of the fucking useful ass potions thing that Jess made. I love it. I love it so much.
That's great.
I'm gonna make a fire protection potion for Hero just in case.
I love you.
34, so superior.
This is why you're my wife.
Mm-hmm. It's so.
Wait,
just in
superior?
case- Yeah.
You realize that grants fire immunity.
Wonderful.
She can fucking get in there. She can get in the fire.
Here you
Hero
go, my
the
love.
Unburnt goes crazy. I love this.
Hero the Unburnt. Go crazy, go stupid.
I'm changing my fucking. I'm changing my headline. I'm about to go stupid. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna piss on the flyer.
I always forget about my subclass sometimes. Like, it's just crazy because potions is one of those that you like shouldn't ever.
Like all the important shit is here. You're like, I'll get around.
Well, I forget about the actual mechanics of it. To be honest, I always have to like have the book open.
That rumble grows larger and larger until fissures open up in the earth, shooting out from the left and right. The death root has finally been alerted to your presence. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh boy.
I'll see you guys next time.
Fantastic. I'm going to bed.
Ooh. Good night, Solo.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.